Let anyone shift it. You like Guinness? You don't drink
I
much,
didn't
right?
drink at all.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
didn't drink at all.
Not at all. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's just me.
Damn, me and Shifting brothers in that regard.
I do very, very rarely. Because I've had this by my desk for like 5 years now.
You just don't ever drink from it?
Wow. Vodka, right?
It's a half full now.
I mean,
He's
that's
nursing it.
extreme as well. Like, you never drink and then let me just have some vodka. Like, no wonder.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta ease into that.
0 to 100.
Not that you should. Don't.
I mean, the only reason I bought it was when we do party games on the
Oh,
AE
right.
Discord.
Yeah.
Aww.
Do you ever drink, Plat?
I have coffee and water. And if we're drinking, I can get soju. I have in the
Fucking
Some
fridge.
Japanese
weeb.
stuff. Of course.
That's Korean. Excuse you.
Ooh. Owned. And Dex?
That's not being a weeb. Like both of you were really wrong. Uncultured.
Yeah,
Do you guys think Dex drinks?
No, he doesn't.
not at all.
Not at all.
I don't drink either. It's just sometimes when I have my best friend over.
I haven't drunk since I was 18.
You know, Dax, there is a joke about Bulgarian kids. It's like when they hit 18, that's when they decide whether they want to stop drinking.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no cap.
That's
Because like,
fucking true.
because as a child, your parents, relative, everyone would be like, "Oh, dip your finger in this rakia and try it."
Yep.
Rakia.
5 years
oh,
old.
Lord.
I was just about to say, I've tried some back here as well when I was visiting my
It's
parents in
dreadful,
Bulgaria
dude.
Well,
a few years ago.
I went to Macedonia, right? Because a lot of my colleagues are Macedonian. Every single meal they would just shove that shit down my throat.
Mm-hmm.
It's just odd.
It was obscene when I went to Bulgaria last year how hard people would try to get me to drink. Like I'd have to say no like 5 times every meal.
Yeah, it's just one of these things, right? I'm
Okay.
very good at saying no.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say no every time, but then, like, eventually my mum would get pissed and shout at them. It's like, he said no!
I mean, my mum loves to drink wine. When she calls me at the evening at 8, I can hear in her voice she already had a couple drinks. My dad loves to drink beer. Same issue.
Careful, sir, we
So
are
I-
streaming right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, Dax.
No,
Now we
so-
can't say any of these things. I was about to
So-
share some of these as well.
But no, I inherited those genes basically, and then
Aw.
at the same time, my brother and sister were younger than me. Don't care about it at all. So I'm like, what happened? What the fuck is this? Why did I get that? It is what it is, guys. It's all right. So hello, stream. I'm an alcoholic.
This is AA.
My name is Cedric.
It's just Jay, and he said those as his first message in chat, so...
Yo!
So
Hello,
if
Jay.
I recall, at the bar last session, you did buy 3 beers in
That's
one go.
true. Sid's a
Yeah.
drinker.
Oh yeah, I couldn't play a character that's sober. Come on.
Speaking of, let's kick
Too hard
off
to
the
RP.
session.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. On my notes, here, music, let's go. Last we left off, the Wayward Wanderers were pursuing the trail of drug peddlers and smugglers in Rel Nibblegup. They headed to the Squirting Siren, where Gander, or Perry as the people knew him, had been receiving dead drops of X-Bound. This was their last remaining lead. Shortly after arriving, Anxie interrogated the innkeeper, who was unquestionably nervous. He revealed to the group that Gander had indeed been coming to this inn every few weeks, and always booked the same room. Pressing a little more, he also confessed that an unnamed Earth Genasi also would come in every few weeks and book the same room, but always a few days before. Members of the group headed up to the room and found taped under the bed exactly where Gander said it'd be the next batch of X-Pound, waiting to be sold and distributed throughout the entire city. Coming back downstairs, Anxie noticed a solitary oldish man whom the innkeeper had remarked on being a bit of an oddity. Trying to push into his mind using her psionic powers, she was blocked out and failed. The man silently stood up and left the building. Taylor and Anxie both felt something was off and followed the man. He walked with a rigid pace, never glancing or looking away. He then walked down an alleyway and into the stacks. As they followed him, concealed with an invisibility spell, both their hearts dropped as he stopped in his tracks and turned around and looked right at them. Several painfully long seconds passed as this man stared straight through them before he turned and carried on deeper into the stacks. They followed him further in as he climbed further and higher into the stacks, eventually coming to a small shack. A few seconds after him entering, Baylor shifted into a spider and followed him in, only to find nothing. A barely lived-in shack, dust everywhere, and no man in sight. A good investigation check even revealed nothing, and then the two headed back. Following the path they took to get here into the stacks, they eventually came to the spot where he stood when he stared right at them. Both Anxie and Baylor let out a small gasp. He wasn't looking at them, he was looking through them. Though the alleyway was narrow, it perfectly framed a pillar of black smoke far in the distance on the other side of the city. They grabbed the rest of the group and went to check it out. The guards already on the scene assumed that someone was trying to homebrew some X-Band themselves. This wasn't a lab, but a very small home. It's clear that the X-Band situation is getting out of hand. As the group finally turned in for the night after a long day, Zinni was transported to the familiar spectral dreamscape. With an ocean of absolute, litany of wailing souls right in front of her, she started plowing through them all and throwing them towards the scythe one by one, just as she had seen Verena do. Arms tired and panting, and with enough soul sending for one night, Zinni gazed towards the scythe. As she called out towards the Bone Maven, the scythe split open, revealing an eye, and Zinni felt the Bone Maven's gaze upon her once more. Many questions Zinni did ask, and many answers did she receive, all in the forms of a vision, or the instilling of emotions inside of her. They were all cryptic, vague, and confusing, something she'd need to discuss with the group. As she began to leave the dreamscape, Zinni caught a whiff of familiar smell and felt an invisible presence of someone next to her. That of Granny Squiggle. Whether it was really her or just some wistful feeling from a dream, Zinni knew that Granny would be proud of her. Wayward Wanderers, I must remind you, every action has a consequence. You're starting to dabble in many secrets and the unknown. You're only just scraping the surface, the smallest glimpses into the forgotten corners of the world and history. Maybe at some point you'll learn why these things were forgotten. Maybe you'll come to wish you could forget them yourselves, or maybe you'll make a change for the better. As you wake up now within the Lord's Garden, each of you feeling stronger than you were yesterday, what would you like to do?
Did we go to sleep there?
You had to have, because I wouldn't have let you level up otherwise.
Okay.
Can I push my long rest lesson just to bring my HP up to
Yeah, go for it. So your
I
HP's
need
not
to
at max
push
for some
mine as
reason.
well because I haven't.
Oh yeah, you didn't either. So, what's on the docket for today?
Yeah, the first thing is I'll trade my amulet for Tony's or for Anxie's orb of power. whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've sent you a screenshot of what was taken.
Yeah, so I'll send you
Something
mine
like
as
that.
well. I was just AFK before that.
I'll say you could have done this last night so that you also have the opportunity to attune to it as well.
Hmm.
I've not found a way of you having it auto add P10 career points, so you just need to do it yourself each day. It's a bit of a
That's
pain.
alright.
Yeah, because the character sheet can't track days in game or anything, so.
Do we want to go speak to the guards first?
Yeah.
I think we should also hand over the expand we found. I don't think we want to be walking around with that.
I believe we need to give them the if we took the expand, I assumed we left it there for some reason. We need to also give them the note that was with it.
Do any of you have
did
written
the
on
note
it what
say?
the note said?
The note said, "Good job. More in 1 week." Something like that. Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah. And that he was proud of him.
Sounds like he's got a good relationship with him.
Yeah. Walkie like as if he had a crush on him or something. It was very cute.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're just heading to the Lord's Mansion.
To the guards. Well, we're trying to find yeah, the J guy.
Jarvan, he is the Lord's
Jarvan.
right-hand man.
The J guy.
Yeah. I have written down what I want to say to him as well. Yeah, it's Jarvan.
So he's not part of the guard.
probably
He's
wanna
sort of like a
stick
steward
out.
for the Lord. Is that the guy that you're wanting?
You talk over shift and I couldn't
Oh,
understand
sorry.
what he said.
I said we probably want to speak to Zekla as well.
That might
Zeklar
be
is the
guy,
guard
actually.
captain. That's why. That's yeah. Okay.
Who the fuck is Jarvan? Like, what have I
He's the
written
Lord's
down?
steward. The guy who sits by Dewey and always tells him things. Stands by,
But we're
rather.
not talking to like the head of the guard.
Yes, Zekwar is the guy we want to speak to.
Zeklar's the guard
Sorry.
captain that you've been dealing with.
Why have I written down Jarvan? We've mentioned it last session. Him. Like, for some reason, while I was typing
Was
down
Jarvan
what
the
I
name of
wanted-
the innkeeper, maybe? I think Darvis was the name of
No,
the Lord Steward.
the name of the innkeeper guy was Davin.
Davin? I didn't write that down. I should.
Devon. Yeah, I've
Davin.
written that down. But I don't know why I've written down Jarvan, because like I've written down this today while watching the stream again. So we might have just said the wrong name once. And I've just written down the wrong one as well. Because I have it in my notes that the guard we want to speak to is Zeklar.
Okay.
So I just said it wrong, sorry.
Oh, good. You guys make your way from the Lord's Garden to the front of the Lord's Mansion, where the guard post is. You're recognized pretty quickly, and someone goes in to grab Zeklar for you. You've been here like 2 or 3 times in the past 3 days, so it's like they kind of know or expect you to show up at some point in the day at least. And eventually Zeklar comes out to see you. Hey, what have you got for me now?
Depends. Hello. Good to see you, I suppose. So, Zeklar, we might have found out some really important information, but you'd have to promise me not to go and pursue my informant.
For the time being, for the good of investigation, absolutely. After the fact, I can't make any promises for that.
Well, in relation to this,
In relation to
You-
this, absolutely.
lovely. So we have a deal. Do I trust him?
Roll an insight check.
Oh, so paranoid.
Assist.
Should I reroll that? I'm gonna use Lucky and roll again. I'm gonna take the 14 because Lucky is not a reroll, right? It's just no. It's just taking the better one.
Either way. As you look over Zeklar, you can tell a couple things about him straight away. He's got some growing bags under his eyes. You can see he looks quite worn down.
Okay, so he's tired.
The magnitude of the events that have been happening in the past few days have really worn him down, and it's something that's weighing heavily on his mind. He wants this to come to an end just as much as anyone else.
Okay. So now, the information I'm gonna relay to you, I think it's something we should really follow through, because it seems like it's probably the most important piece of information we've gotten so far. So, you know the shady place Squirting Siren, right?
Yeah, a couple of the lads have been
Yeah.
there before. It's a weird place.
So, yesterday, after going to the Adventurers Guild, we decided to go and get lunch there, and also see whether there are any shady people. And just as we entered, I sensed the innkeeper being a bit, not happy with us being there, as if he had something to hide. Because I can sense these things. And, well, I don't know if that's, something normal to do, but I might have probed deeper into his thoughts and might have found out that he actually wasn't happy with us being there and knew more stuff, and then asked him stuff. And yeah, so he's my informant, and the guy has nothing to do with the whole situation. However, within his innkeep, Perry's done some of his dealings, it seems like. So every week, on a particular day, he was going to the Squirting Siren and booking the same room where he slept for the night or went to take some stuff. What's important in this whole story is that I think 4 days before him, another person booked the same room. And you can see how these things
More
might
dead
be related.
drops.
Exactly. So what we actually managed to gather from this whole thing is what the guy that was dropping the drugs, and information towards Perry, what he looks like. So we got the proper description of his visuals, and it would be good to try and figure out who that guy is and whether he's a local, because he didn't. We don't know them, right? So does this description mean anything to you? Urgenasi, dark green skin, boat, cloak on, pays in cash. One of his eyes has a. Oh wait, what? Oh, and he has a milky eye. One of them. You following?
Yeah.
You've seen this guy?
To me, means nothing. But I can very quickly send out word to the rest of my guards and see if he's
Please
ever
do.
come in and out of the city, made any sort of nuisance or something like that. I can get that information back to you in like half a day.
Okay, and something I found really important is this guy pulled out a knife, and the knight, towards the innkeeper, because he seemed like he was curious or asked him something, I don't remember. Anyway, and the knife seemed rather interesting to me. So it was an ornate knife with green jewels in the hilt. Does this mean anything to you? Is that like a symbol of any criminal group or anything?
Sounds like a fancy knife to me.
Well, that's all I know about this guy, right? And we found these things in the room that they were using for the dead drops. And I'm expecting someone to give the guard the drugs. And I'm gonna give him the note.
Okay. So I'm assuming whoever has it hands it over. It's a big, quite hefty bag. And you're passing over the note as well.
So
There isn't perhaps more in the bag than looks like can fit in the bag, right?
No, the bag's sort of like quite filled out. No one's been sneaking off the top.
No, I mean, is it? It's not a magic bag.
yeah, I was
like
thinking
the
of
bag of
being
potions.
it being the magic bag as well. Once you
No,
said it.
this bag is definitely mundane.
So that we managed what we managed to find out yesterday. We found one of the dead drops. We know that this guy shows up every week, same day, same room. And as far as we know, he left the room yesterday morning. So we missed him.
Hmm.
And he might not know that Perry is dead.
Yesterday morning. That is when Perry was going crazy. Hmm.
Yes, but he could have also left before that.
Could have. Would catch us fast, though. Basically, the entire city knows by now.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep
Well-
an eye out for the time being, but I'll get word around my men as soon as possible to description matches anyone that we know of.
Potentially he might be a local, or he might be supplying other people. So it would be good to, pay attention to these things.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Half a day, I'll get back to you with that. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. I believe that's all we managed to find, and I do think it's quite a lot. However, if we manage to find more information on the knife or who this guy might be or anything, we'll contact you, and I hope you would do the same.
Of course, yes, absolutely. We're not divulging too many men to the investigation at the moment, just because with you guys on the job, we don't want to spook them back into hiding or anything.
Yeah. Also, if they're using places like the squirting siren to do dead drops, I don't think you should send any of your men undisguised to this place, so you don't spook them.
Yeah, we've got a couple of people in civilian clothing that are going
Right.
around and just keeping tabs in the stacks mainly.
Yeah, I think it's a good place to put people as well. If they've had a dead drop there, they might still have other people that are involved. And yeah, please don't hurt the innkeeper. He didn't have anything to do with it. He just noticed these people and told us everything about them.
Only thing he's guilty of, as far as I'm concerned, is having a weird as fuck name for his tavern.
True.
Right. I'll get on that. You guys get on with whatever else that you're doing as well. Please try and bring peace to the city as quick as you can. A lot of people on edge.
No pressure.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll do our best, sir.
And with a sort of sigh, he turns and walks away.
He seems under stress.
Mm.
Right.
With
Well, if the
the
city is
explosion.
exploding, it's not normally a good thing for a guard captain.
And they seem to be a bit more frequent at the moment as well. I imagine Dewey's giving him a lot of
Yeah.
things to get this sorted.
Should we go explore the stacks, or go back to the weird tavern?
I want to go check out that place you mentioned the guy disappeared at.
We
The
could.
thing is, if it is a lab, if we can shut it down before it explodes, it not only a bunch of people won't die, but also there might be evidence there.
Okay, let's see what we can do. If we are going, it's all of us, all or nothing. So
I think we can all go, but it's probably worth like either me or you going forward, like invisible, to check out if it's empty first. But have everyone like there ready to jump in.
So technically, I can make all 4 of us invisible.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know if we need to be invisible just yet, but I can
Not
also
now,
scout.
but
I can scout ahead without us needing to be invisible.
If you can scout ahead with your familiar or something, the issue is a group of like 5 people or 4 or 5 people going through the stacks to a specific place. is going to look pretty sus to anyone who knows what's going on.
Yeah, and
Well,
we're
let's
quite well
go-
known.
We can go through the main city before we get to the stacks area, right?
Oh wait, Balo,
Yeah,
Yeah, we can go
definitely.
towards like the Adventurers Guild or the inn and just then veer off.
at level 8, don't you unlock flying animals for your wild shape?
Indeed.
It's an option now you didn't have before.
Sheesh.
Indeed. And the giant flying birds are within the combat rating I can use.
Whew.
I mean, if you're scouting ahead, a giant flying bird might not be your play.
No,
Like,
no,
you
no.
sounds like
I'm
an
just
owl or
mentioning.
something.
I'm just mentioning that it is an option now. I don't need to burn a spell slot to.
It's like somebody of a stats
Fly.
just looks out a window and there's just a giant falcon there,
Hmm.
size of like a truck.
Okay. So you're all heading over there now? I don't think we marked it on the map before where it was. It's was me. It's like here-ish. Obviously, these houses up in the stacks are not one-to-one with how the houses actually are. They're like several stacks of wooden shacks stacked on top of each other. But that's approximately where it was.
Yes, I think if
So-
we slip into a back alley like over here,
Mm-hmm.
something
Yeah.
like that, and then in the back alley we'll go invisible and travel to the actual place.
From here we can go from where we are because we're down here, right?
Yeah,
We
the
can
front
go
gate.
clockwise or anti-clockwise. It's the same sort of distance.
Actually, do we go past the inn on the way there? Because I'm thinking if we do go past the inn, one of us can go in disguise to see if the old man's in the like bar.
The inn is here.
Yes, it's probably worth checking to see if he's in the bar or not to give us indication of what to expect when we get there. Yeah.
I was just interested while we're moving that way if we go past this house over here and just see what it looks like.
Over at Doghouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason why we can't check it as we go past.
Well, there's also Gwen's house as well that was smashed into the last time you saw it.
Yeah. It would have been nice to go and check her house as well. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, something we can do.
I mean, it's still fairly early in the day. We can probably check that out as well on the way. To be honest, we go to the Doghouse, Gwen's house. We go past the place we're checking out to the bar, and then head back to the place we're checking out.
Should we try and be rather unrecognizable? Because we do have reputation here.
We do.
We can make Cedric look a bit scruffy, and then me and Andros can change the way we look, and you can just be a little bird or something.
Yeah.
Does that look good?
Yeah. How long does it take us to travel up there?
Like 2 hours if you're walking.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty of time. I can wild shape for 4 hours.
4 hours, goddamn.
Yeah, half your level.
I don't know who I should look like. I'll just transform into Pinchy. Sounds correct.
Could you look like Dirk? Yeah, I still reckon he's probably
I
the
can
head
look like
of the
Dirk. Yeah, I've seen him.
organization.
Mhm.
I can. Okay, I can just change my form to Dirk.
Okay. You actually wouldn't be able to transform into Pinchy because he's considered a small creature. You can only transform into creatures the
Alright.
same size as you.
Could you transform into a normal human-looking Pinchy?
Wasn't it below my size, one below, or was it just for Outer Save that?
No, it's always your exact size. You could try and transform into
sense.
Pinchy, but it would be like, you know, when like a stretch texture for a video game is like stretched over something too
That would
big.
be so cool.
It'd be horrifying, but you know, yes.
Yeah, I'll just look like Dirk.
Okay.
I will wild shape into a raven. I'll
Ooh.
sort of summon Sean.
And before that, we would make Cedric look a bit scruffy, as if he lives here, and hide his weaponry, if
What?
possible. Sid, you're undercover, Sid.
I'm not great at lying. All right.
Oh, you don't have to speak. You
So-
just need to look like you live here.
What? So like I'm homeless.
You are homeless technically, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
you don't even have to lie?
Got it. All right. If anyone talks to me, I'll look at them. I'll say, "I'm homeless."
Yes.
Nailed it. All right. How do you want me to make? How you want me to look scruffy, though?
I mean,
I'll
there's
help you
some-
with that.
just pick up some mud off the floor and use that.
I could roll on the floor a little bit. That's no problem.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, actually, just roll around a bit.
Sid starts rolling on the floor aggressively.
All
I'll
right.
do, because Sid has a longer hair, right?
Mhm.
I'll make it. I'll braid a bit of it, and the rest I'll leave to be, nasty and stuff.
All
So
right.
he wouldn't look like himself.
Okay.
How does it look, guys? How does this look? I'm homeless.
That's great, homeless guy.
Thank you.
So just in practice, if anyone asks you anything, just say, have you got any spare change? That's what a homeless person would say.
It's a bit hard to remember. I think I'm just gonna tell them that I'm homeless.
I think that's good enough, yeah.
I'm homeless.
All right. Nice. What was the first destination again?
Doghouse.
So Lady Desiderata's house. Or the house you last saw her at before she absconded from the city. Making your way around the city, you eventually come to the outside of her house. You do notice one thing different about the house this time. A big old load of tape across the front door and a for sale sign in front of the front door.
Oh, Zinni can buy this one.
Does it say how much it's up for sale for?
It says, "Inquire with Lord Dewey Nibblegup."
Oh, Zinni should speak to him and buy it. Honestly.
And she's wanting to become a landlord, so start a Airbnb or something.
Yeah.
Looking inside the windows of the house, it's still just as barren as it was before. All furniture's been removed, the walls whitewashed.
If we look in the front room or the living room, is there still a broken collar on the floor?
No. Everything inside has been removed.
Well, that's sad. Should we go towards Gwen's?
Yeah, if we head towards Gwen's place.
Okay.
I wonder
Heading-
if the body's still there.
Heading on up towards the stacks and shimmying through the alleyways there, you eventually find your way to where you remember Gwen's house being.
Dax,
Mm-hmm.
while we're walking around town, I would be keeping an eye out for the urgency we're trying to find, or for any place that seems to be anywhere near a lab, a
Okay.
drug lab.
Roll me a perception check, please, while you keep an eye out.
I'm sure if Shift was here, he would have said he would like to roll one as well, but
Can I roll as well?
I can hear him calling from the other room.
did he say?
Yeah. I definitely want to roll as well.
All right.
Sorry,
See, I know my shift.
I've got to start cooking some food, so I'm just prepping that in the meantime.
All good, all good. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Ooh, nice roll,
Actually,
Will.
Just
rolled
check
well
my
for once.
perception. So perception is +3.
Perception, yours should be +7.
I'm a bird.
Oh, you mean bird. Oh,
Yeah.
I like bird.
So 10.
Okay.
Ayo, do you see anything?
So, all
Dex,
three
do
of
I see
you
anything?
are keeping an eye out, and I will let you know if you see anything on your travels. So, you're looking out for potential drug dens and this mysterious Earth Genasi himself.
I will also be keeping an eye out for Dirk. 'Cause I'm convinced he's involved.
As soon as you turn around, you
You can
see
see one.
Dirk. He's right there, still walking next to Sid.
I just yell at you, stop, you criminal scum.
No.
I keep an eye out for other Dirk.
Okay. So, making your way into the stacks, following the way that you remember being towards Gwen's house, you eventually come to her house. The door still looks somewhat caved in. It was broken and folded in on itself somewhat. It's been propped up against the door frame itself, but there's a lot of tape across the front of it. Peeking in through the windows and the big giant gaps left in the door frame, you see a large dried stain of blood on the floor where Presso's body once lied. His body has since been moved.
So nothing's changed within her home, but Press was missing.
Well, I mean, last time you were here, it was ransacked and there was a dead body on the floor. It still looks somewhat ransacked, but the dead body is now gone. It's not exactly subtle. It's like very obvious that this house was like broken into from the outside even. So any neighbors that might have been walking by or any pedestrian at all, if they even just took a little peek, they would have been able to see Prosser's body very easily square in the center of the room.
Is it possible for us just to repair the door while we're here, just so it's not like open to the elements and such?
It's already been fixed as much as it could. In fact, you were the guys, it was Carnell and Anxie in the middle of the night that propped it back up to the door frame. It's been as fixed as much as it can be. It's quite literally just like bilaterally like snapped in the middle. Is there anything else you'd like to do here?
I mean,
I could message
I
the
don't think
innkeeper and ask
so.
if you can ask Gwen if she wants anything picking up from her place. Kind of left in a
Yeah.
hurry.
Okay.
We need to figure out what we're gonna do with Gwen at some point, because her
Well, I'm
home is a no-go.
If Zinni is wanting to buy a house and needs a renter,
So you write into your book and send a sending spell off to the innkeeper in Edgewood. Not too long later, you start seeing some written response. Oh, hey Gwen, you want any stuff from your house? Uh-huh, yeah. She says a pair of fresh clothes would be nice. And that's all that's written.
okay, we'll grab some of the clothes then. She'd probably prefer her clothes to us
Would
buying
you
some new ones anyway.
Yeah, would you try to go in sneakily, or are you just gonna barge in without like trying to hide it?
I mean, I'll just alter self to look like a guard and I'll just walk in.
All of you are here in front of the house. It's sort of like it's a bit
Okay,
late
I
to
would
start
walk
hiding
in with-
now, but yeah. As you move in as well, the door that previously swung on its hinges very normally and swiftly is scraping across the ground and making a bit of noise. You open it enough so that you can slip in. You grab some extra outfits, pieces of clothes for Gwen out of her drawers. You always remember this place being pretty barren before you even, or even after you helped her and paid to spruce it up a bit and have some extra furniture put in. There still wasn't that much in it. The widow, having lived 7 years alone waiting for her husband to come back, wasn't much for decorations. But you get some stuff and you shimmy on back out and close the door.
As I'm there, is there anything like important looking there? Like
Roll
a
an
journal or
investigation
anything like
check then.
that? Okay, I blind.
Nothing much of note that you can find. Everything still sort of like looks like it was here. The table snapped in half as it was before. Just a lot of blood that's been splattered everywhere.
Okay, I just come out and tell the others. Let's head off then.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll tell them. I messaged the innkeeper and asked, if he wanted anything picking up, and she wanted some clothes. So.
Baylor, up in the sky, you have a bit of a different vantage point from here. And you see a couple of things that the rest of your group doesn't. You see that from further up in the stack where the group currently is, there's someone peeking out of their window and looking down. Observing the
anybody
group.
you recognize?
No, you don't recognize them at all, actually. They're about 3 floors up, and they're head and top half of chest out of window looking down.
I will just call.
They instinctively look up at you and just stare at you.
Does my party notice I'm calling and where I'm looking at?
Given that they watched you transform into a bird and fly into the air, it's probably the kind of thing that they're looking out for. The group also looks up, and you 3 down there look up and you see this person head out of the window, now looking up towards where Baylor is.
They're going through the window, basically? Or are they just peeking out?
They're like head and top half of their chest is out the window.
How far away are they from us?
3 floors up, so like 20 feet.
Ooh.
Are they
You know,
looking at us, or just look like a random person who's just watching a group of people?
They look fairly inconspicuous. They're certainly blending into their surroundings.
there is a spell I'd like to cast with my sorceress ability. I'll be detecting their thoughts.
As you open your mind and start to feel the ever-present thoughts of all the people in their houses around you start to flood your mind, you focus your mind in on this one person up above you. You scan their surface thoughts, and what you hear from them is, "That's a bit weird. Don't those birds usually come out at night?"
I'll continue focusing on their thoughts while they're peeking out, I suppose.
You gonna push further in then?
Well, would I even learn anything if I'm not speaking to them?
You at least like know what was on their mind recently and stuff.
I could, yeah. I'll try and push further. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. They fail, and you push deeper into their mind. As their focus on the bird starts to wane a bit, you see that their thoughts go back to what they were thinking about before. What is that lot doing up to down there? Don't know what happened to poor Gwen, she went missing. Some dead bloke found in her flat, and then these lot show up out of nowhere. Bit mysterious, if you ask me. Maybe worth reporting this to the guards.
He hears in his head. And why are you looking
Yeah.
down there?
Wait. Who's that then?
What do you want to know? Why are you so curious?
What? Curious about what? Who are you? You in my house somewhere?
You know anything about the explosions?
No, seriously, where are you? I can't see you or
What is
nothing.
he thinking?
He's freaking out quite considerably, wondering where the hell is this voice coming from? Who is this person? Why are they talking to me?
And when the explosions were mentioned, did he think of anything?
His mind is too preoccupied freaking out.
What happened with the dead bloke?
What dead bloke? Who the hell are you?
The dead bloke found in the broken into house. What happened to the guy?
The bloke in Gwen's house.
Yeah.
What do you want? You hear in
I
his
just need
head.
information, buddy.
So you're scanning his thoughts at the same time as you talking to him. You pick up the fact that he doesn't really know what happened. He woke up one day, stuff was broken into, and that there was gossip around the entire neighborhood that there was a dead body in there. It was reported to the guards came and cleaned up the body, and nothing's been done since.
So it just seems like he's a regular person that's just noticed us.
It
That's all.
sounds like he's a snoopy neighbor who is looking out of his window at the people making a bunch of noise.
No, what noise, dude? Like, we're so sneaky in here. Just one bird cooing, I suppose.
And the very heavy door scraping along the ground. Talking amongst yourselves down in the alleyway.
Yeah, so this is where I think we need to be sneaky when going to check out the
Yeah.
place because people notice.
I was gonna make us invisible for there, so it doesn't matter, right? The last thing he hears in his head is, maybe you shouldn't snoop as much as you do. Curiosity killed the cat. Go in, buddy.
Can I use minor illusion to create like an image of a skull, like next to him, as he turns around? Just jump scare him a bit.
Sure, you can scare the shit out of this random guy. He
Oh, poor fella.
eventually comes back to the window and sees floating skull and jumps out of his skin. He then promptly slams the windows closed.
We need to change the way we look. So, homeless guy, you'd like a new haircut? Any different color? Anything? I have a bunch.
Hey Sid, you're a homeless guy.
What?
You're a homeless guy, she's talking to you.
Oh, you said something to me? Sorry.
It's alright.
Just wondering if you want a different color here.
No.
I always kind of presumed
I'm
Cedric was
homeless.
bald.
Great.
We should move along and just become sneaky and, change the way we look.
Yeah, I think I'll disguise myself as the person we saw in the window.
I was thinking the same. What I want. I'll disguise myself as
And so you didn't get a good enough look at him to be able to transform into him.
Are you already disguised as Dirk, which isn't recognizable, hopefully, unless he's involved to most people?
yeah. I'll just stay as Dirk, I suppose. And when we get near the bit of the town where we are actually trying to go investigate, I'll just cast invisibility on. Shiv, do you need invisibility?
He's up in the sky.
No.
Okay, I'll just cast invisibility on the three of us.
No, I don't need either. I can just in the alleyway. I'm guessing it's dim light in places.
You can definitely find it, yeah.
I'll
so
just
just,
cast
yeah,
invisibility
save
on
the
me and
sorcerer.
sit. Even easier.
But before we go directly there, we probably want to pop by the bar just to check if the guy's there or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just go in as just wild disguise and just like literally open the door, see if he's there or not, and then leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Get a drink.
I'll get a drink for Cedric as well.
So you walk, I assume just in the open street, over to where, past where you're going, and then towards the squirting siren.
A bit sneakily though.
Are you going to cast invisibility now and have the timer ticking, or are you casting it later?
A bit later, at least. Well, a bit before we get to the squirting siren, because I remember an hour of invisibility being more than enough for us to go to the place, then come back and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he also didn't take a direct route either, like a winding path, so more than enough time.
All right. So head on over to the squirting siren. Andros pokes his head in. You see Devon in there behind the bar. You see a couple of patrons, one of which you saw yesterday, scranning down at the bar. You don't see anyone else, though.
Okay, well, I leave and tell everyone else that the guy isn't there, so we might encounter him either on the way or at the place.
Okay.
So just need to be careful, like if he tries to detonate the lab or something, like we stop him
So
if he is there.
you guys start to head over towards place that you followed that old man to yesterday. Are you going up to the shack first or investigating the building below?
Oh, the shack's above the building below, isn't it? So we might as well check the building, like as we're invisible anyway.
Okay.
Did the shack where the guy went into have windows? Can't remember.
It did, but they were like closed and boarded up. So, downstairs building first.
I'm trying to think, so my shadow of death, can I ask it to do something and can it communicate back to me, like not verbally, but just like a nod or something?
That's a good question.
Because it can phase through walls, so I'm just wondering if I can just like summon it around the back and just have it literally put its head through the wall and see if there's anyone in the lab. And let us know.
What's the spell called again? Is Shadow Spawn?
A spirit of death, I think.
Spirit of Death.
He's got a 16 in it, so I would imagine it'd be able to.
It obeys your verbal commands. Okay, yeah, so it can definitely nod to you. It cannot talk, though.
Okay, is there a quiet portion like behind that bottom floor? Yeah, it's not inside of anyone.
First, before we get there, everybody roll a stealth check. With advantage, those of you that have invisibility, so that'll be Anxie and Cedric.
Do I need to roll stealth?
You can if you want, just to try and be inconspicuous up in the sky. And just were you
Stealth is
casting? You did, yeah.
X mod, right?
We
Yeah,
had
it is, yeah.
advantage there.
I rolled twice because I'm awesome. Is
Oh,
it
yeah,
I'm gonna roll
okay.
now, sorry.
$14.
All right. Okay. So, creeping now into the alleys, you start to slowly make your way towards this blocked up building and the shack way up at the top of the stack. You dodge a couple people on your way in. People that are busying about, going from place to place. You duck under a swung open window at some point. Take a peek in, someone's just sleeping on their sofa. And you eventually find your way to this building at the bottom of the stack. As it was before, and as you remember, differently to all the other buildings here, this building's doors and windows are completely flush with the frames themselves. Unusual for buildings in the stack that are made so haphazardly. It doesn't allow for any cracks of vision into the building itself. Someone roll me a perception check, please.
Anybody could roll.
Yeah, and it, well, those of you there at least, Bale will know.
I'm gonna reroll with lucky.
I need to get lucky at some point.
Hmm.
Or not. in my
Sometimes
case.
it doesn't help.
Sidling up to the building, pressing your ear against it, you hear inside nothing.
Okay, is there a patch of like dim light near the building wall? Just somewhere a bit more obscured.
You can definitely maneuver around some of the buildings to get just in shade in general to get dim light, yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Can I
Hey, Tony.
summon my spirit of death and tell it to basically put its head through the wall just enough to see what's on the other side, and then come back and I'll ask questions, and it will either nod for yes or no.
Okay. You spawn the Shadow of Death.
Hello.
Shadow of Death comes
Kiwi.
up to building, and you see that it presses its head against the building and starts to phase through the wall. Doesn't go far in until it stops. You see its head turn slightly, and it comes out.
Okay, very quietly I ask it, were there people in there?
It shakes its head.
Was there anything dangerous looking in there?
It shakes its head.
Okay, so it looks like there might not be anything in there like too worried about. I just command it to hide in the darkness for now.
It will hide. It's taken the hide action. There we go.
It does have a +3 to stealth, if that helps.
Okay, noted.
Cool. So do we want to go check out the building on top then? Doesn't look like there's anyone in the lab at the moment.
All right.
Sorry, you were checking whether we wanna enter?
Yeah, so I just use Shadow Death to see if there's anyone actually in the lab currently. The boarded up area downstairs, and there's not anyone currently down there. So we're probably good to go and check out the shack and try and find our way in.
We can try.
So you're going up to the shack. Your stealth checks still persist, and you guys are climbing up the various ladders that lead up the several stories of the stacks. You eventually make your way to the top. You see this shack here, as ramshackle as any other here, maybe even slightly more so given how high up it is. You watch as structural integrity gets worse the higher and higher you get up. This lone shack still stands up here. Doesn't look like it's had much action in the past day.
So before we go in, we probably want to check to see if the door's trapped or something. In case they're onto us. Unless we want to switch to blow up or something.
Who would like to check for traps?
What
That's
roll
investigation,
is it?
right?
Mm-hmm.
I can.
Yeah, probably best you could probably have the highest roll then.
I have +6.
I have +0, so yeah, go for it.
And I'm gonna use my last lucky point of the day. Or maybe I shouldn't.
Like, is this trapped? You just throw the door wide open. Like, does it explode? Yes or no?
Should I try lucky?
Don't
I mean,
know.
are the windows of the shack, are they all boarded up? We can't see inside at all.
This shack, you can actually see inside, like, a good couple of cracks. There's, like, slivers that you can peek through.
Okay. Do we see anyone inside? And if we don't, then I'm just going to misty step inside and check the door from the other side. What a safer bet.
Looking through, you don't see anyone inside. See a couple pieces of
Okay.
furniture, but it looks very quiet and still in there.
I will use my feet then to misty step for free inside.
You successfully do so. You find yourself in the building. One thing that takes you off guard straight away is just how dusty it is in here. You almost cough just from just the sudden, like, flood of dust in the air. But
Is there anything sus about the door?
you walk up to the door, and it's not even locked. It's just a couple of panels of wood smacked together on some hinges.
Okay, in that case I just open it and let everyone in.
All right.
Probably being overcautious, but you know.
You guys funnel into the shack. And it starts to get crowded pretty quickly. There's not much room in here already, let alone for 4 people. Baylor, you still just keeping watch overhead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we check the floor and under any mats, etc., to see if there's any sort of trapdoors or anything like that?
Roll me an investigation check, those of you that are doing that. Okay. The 2 of you start scanning over the floor. It's pretty barren in here. There's not even any rugs or anything. There's basically just the bed, the table, and a chest of drawers. Even shuffling them about a bit, you don't find any kind of trapdoor, hinge, or something that would indicate that there's a path downwards.
And is the floor made out of wood?
It is.
Would you reckon we have Sid just take his axe to it?
I'm homeless.
There could be somebody in the shack below it, right?
I did check that with Spirit of Death, isn't it? There was nobody in the building below.
That's several
check the bottom
stories
floor.
below.
How many stories below?
That's several. That's on the ground floor. You're like
Oh,
4 or
I
5
thought
stories up at this
directly
point.
above. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, can we investigate the room in general then? Because obviously a guy disappeared in here, so there must be something in here because it's clearly not lived in.
Sid and Zinni, do you want to lend a hand and investigate as well?
On the website.
That would help.
True.
That would help to be on the website.
I said true.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said who.
Guys, all I've eaten today is tortilla chips and hummus.
Living your best life.
Sounds nice.
And what am I doing? Investigating.
Yeah, investigation check, please. Sid, you want to help as well?
I'm homeless.
Okay.
Is Sid like bulk or what's going on?
Oh yeah. He's undercover.
I'm
Oh.
homeless.
This is his undercover character, okay.
Mhm.
It takes
Okay,
a lot
well,
of
we-
focus.
If we
Can I
can't find
reroll
him-
my investigation with Lucky? Because that's terrible.
You can, go ahead.
Oh, need a critical success.
It's a bit better.
You start looking a bit more in detail at the walls, the floor, the ceiling, the furniture itself, running your hands over it. You really don't find any kind of way that this man could have left this building.
And if
Okay.
I look up, I don't see anything.
It's a ceiling. There's no building on top of this one. This is the top of said stack.
Can I command my spirit of death to come up and meet us? It can float, so it just flies up.
It
And
flies up
basically
to
tell
you.
it to do the same thing with the floor. Just look through, see if it sees anyone, see if there's any obvious like way in to the one below.
And while he's doing that, I'll cast see invisibility.
You have that spell? I didn't know you picked that up.
Oh, I picked it up a while back.
Lee?
It's my rope spell.
Oh, from your robe. Cool. What level spell is it again?
Second level spell.
Damn, yeah, it is there on your sheet. Okay. The Spirit of Death comes up and you direct it to look downwards. And it pushes its face through the floor. You see it looks left and right slightly and then pulls its head back.
So I ask it, did it see anyone?
It nods its head.
I start holding up fingers and tell it to nod when it, it's the number. That's the number of people it saw.
It nods when you put up one finger.
Okay, so there's somebody down there. Is the building below us, was that also boarded up as we went past? Does that sure did look like a normal house?
Just look like a normal house.
Starting to think this guy might have actually just got invisible.
Any other
Do I
questions to
see
your
anything
Spirit
else
of
with
Death?
invisibility?
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. Did it see any, any like way from that side to get from this room to that room?
It shakes its head.
Trapdoor or anything like that? Okay.
Anxie, you concentrate for a moment and cast a spell you've not cast before. See invisibility. A sort of shimmer comes over your eyes and sort of like wipes across everything that you see. You start to look around the room. No, you see anything else. Looks all basically the same. Until you look down at the floor. You don't see something necessarily, but you see parts of the floor are painted. You look around, it's in some sort of circular formation. There's several kind of runes and some sort of symbols all painted among them. You recognize them as sort of arcane in nature, the symbols.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can. To determine what?
To determine, well, That's a good question, isn't it? So it's obviously that someone's cast a spell on the floor to make an invisible hole, right? So
They've cast invisibility on the paint that is
A
painted
hatch.
on the floor.
yeah.
Not a hatch.
Well, I'd assume it's. I don't know. I'm curious.
Teleportation circle.
Is it?
That's what I think it is.
Oh yeah, could
You
be.
explained where he went. I think they're using it to get in and out of the city.
Okay, so I'll try to figure out with an Arcana check what exactly are these symbols
Okay.
and whether it's like a teleportation circle.
With an Arcana check alone, the best you can do is determine what school of spell the spell may be about. And with a good enough check like that, you know that this is a transmutation spell.
I'll relay the information to the rest.
Transmutation, that's teleport stuff, isn't it?
Transmutation is changing something from one thing to another, but does include teleportation.
So, here's a thought: if they're using it, if it is a teleportation circle, that's probably how they get people in and out of the city, without being spotted by anyone. What if we just wait in this room for somebody to suddenly teleport in front of us and we just knock them out?
We could potentially do that.
We just camp the spawn point.
Just one question. You found someone below us.
The spirit of death spotted in the building or the room below. There was somebody. Yes.
It could be
I
a
mean, we
long
could
way.
see. We could check out the rest of the building, like check the other floors, and then try to force our way into the bottom floor. Because they might not be using it to get in and out of the city. It might just teleport like further down or something.
I'm very confused on the architecture of this house, building, whatever. So, just so I can have a better picture and understanding of it. So, at the start of this whole place, there is like a little building that's got a staircase on it, and then throughout this staircase, you get to the different parts of the building per se.
So this is
different
how
floors.
basically all of the stacks operate. They're buildings that are ramshackled and weirdly placed upon each other with not much thought for structural integrity. There's all sorts of various ladders, rope bridges dragging between them, and it's like when you look up when
Right.
you're in one of the alleyways, you can see several paths across to different like points of the stack.
So technically, the floor we are on, like the building we are inside, and the one below us could be literally not connected at all.
Yes. So I just put a paint thing in general terms of how I imagine it. It's like it could be this
Okay.
building below us is just somebody's house.
Very simply, yeah.
Okay. So first thing, we should be rather sneaky while inside this building we are in right now. Second, we need to decide whether we want to try and go through the teleportation circle or wait it out and see what happens.
Like, can we go through the teleportation circle? I thought, isn't it just something you can teleport to if you know teleport?
True. Wait, that would mean that the random ass person we saw at the bar and followed knows how to teleport.
Either that or, well, we didn't have anyone in here teleporting him. Oh, one sec. Yeah, I don't know enough about teleportation circle to know if it's something you can like activate or if it's just a spot you can teleport to. I mean, it's
Usually,
probably
you need to know the spell.
What I suggest is let's check out the rest of his like block, but let's keep Cedric or someone up here. So if somebody does try to teleport here to get away, Cedric can just like grapple him, and we can all go up and meet him. Because it said it could, if it's a teleportation, it could be how we get into the city, or it could just teleport you like downstairs. Like, I don't know. Either way, both make sense.
Did I hear someone say the spirit of death?
Yeah,
Yes.
that sales spell.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
It's like that.
Me?
He's got like a
It's
big,
an
basically like a
exciting
Grim
Reaper,
Reaper. Yeah.
But he can phase through walls, so it's quite useful to look through the floor and see if there's anyone there, for example.
I need a spirit of death. How do I get one?
Make
Well,
a
you
deal
see,
with
you make a
Leo's
deal with
patron.
like an evil entity.
No, I don't
kill a
want
bunch
to
of
do that.
people. And...
I would think that
I
it would
think wizards
match
can summon it
Zinni
as well.
and her theme.
It is a 4th level spell for wizards, warlocks, and sorcerers.
Yes. So what I'm thinking is, if we check the other floors and leave like Cedric here in case anyone tries to use the teleportation thing, or leave someone here to take him on.
I'm homeless.
I'm just thinking in a one-on-one, like in a confined space, Cedric would be able to fuck up anyone who teleports there.
How will the rest of us know that somebody's teleported there? And
I would imagine we would hear the scuffle of a big orc saying he's homeless,
I'm
and the
homeless.
bangs from the roof and such.
I'd say I'd stay here as the only one that can actually see the teleportation circle.
Okay, I mean, yeah, sure. So you and Cedric, or just by yourself?
I'll stay with Cedric.
Okay, and then the rest of us will go down floor by floor. Do we want to check the bottom floor first? Because that's the most sus one. The other ones could just be like people's houses.
Sid's homeless.
Indeed.
Mm,
Listen,
The
it's very
bottom floor-
hard for me to lie, alright?
Okay, I know what I'll do. Okay, so we'll go outside. I will get rid of invisibility, but be disguised as like a beggar, basically. And I will precast sense emotion.
Okay.
With my feet, so it doesn't.
Please
cost any.
take Sid with you.
So I'll precast sense emotion, and I'll just knock on the door below us, like if there's a door.
How exactly does sense emotions work in?
And when you cast a spell, and as you action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your senses on one humanoid you can see within 30 feet, and you learn the target's prevailing emotion.
Okay. You knock
So
on the
it lasts
door.
a minute, but yeah, you can swap between people. Each 6 seconds.
You knock on the door and you hear a groan from inside the shack. You hear some footsteps coming towards the door, and eventually the door opens. The immediate feeling you get from sense of emotion is one of confusion. What are you doing here?
I just say, yeah, you got any spare change? While I'm doing that, I'm
He
looking
turns
behind
and
him
looks
to-
behind you and sort of looks down at how far below the ground floor is. It's like, fuck you doing up here?
looking for spare change.
Fuck off before I kick you off.
Okay, do I see anything behind him? Like that suggests just anything other than just a guy in a house?
He only opened the door as much as he needed to, but you see behind just a table that's got some cutlery and a bowl on it, and that's it.
Okay, well, I just look can't pronounce it. Dejected, and just turn around and go back down.
The door slams behind you.
Okay, the next floor down, I'll do the same.
You get a similar response. I'm not going to RP out all of these, but every
It's basically just, is there anyone answering a door with weapons or anything like that? You know, anything sus looking?
every door that you knock on between the bottom floor and the top floor, you get either no answer or the same sort of like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you knocking on my front door?
Okay, is there a door on the bottom floor, like boarded up, like floor?
Yes, that's the one that you guys had a peek into with the Spirit of Death.
Okay, and it's got a door, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? If I go to it, is it unlocked?
Chunk. It's locked.
How, like, is there anyone watching? Like, how well hidden are we?
Roll a perception check to see if anyone's paying attention. You're not really sure. Some people shouted at you rather loudly, but you can't see anyone currently spying on you.
Do I notice anybody spying on him?
Roll a perception check, please, Baylor.
Or
With a nat 1, you're currently getting accosted by a flock of birds overhead and find it very difficult to keep eyes.
Okay, I've got an idea. Is there a keyhole in the door?
There is.
It's been locked. Can I look through it and Misty step through it?
You can.
Okay, before I do that, I'm just going to use my 1 minute warlock thing to gain back a spell slot,
Okay.
and then I'll Misty step through it, which costs a spell slot.
You misty step into this lower, locked up, boarded up building. Immediately as you come inside, a couple things you recognize straight off the bat. This 100% is a lab. Several tables. There's no real furniture in here other than just tables and drawers. And on top of all these tables are all manner of now emptied boxes with barely any sort of like stuff left in them. Plenty of calcinators, a couple of alembics, and a few sort of like alchemical tools used for distilling and mixing ingredients.
Okay, if I look at the door from this side, is it boarded up or is it just locked?
It is just locked.
Okay, can I lock the hit from this side?
Yes.
Just want to let everyone else in. Do I need to roll?
Yes, you would. It'd be
Sleight
just
of
a
hand, I guess?
just a dex check because you would need proficiency with thieves' tools if you were going to get any kind of bonus.
I do have proficiency of thieves' tools.
So it's dex plus proficiency bonus.
How do I see what my proficiency bonus is?
It's +3 at this level. It's also written in the top left of your sheet.
So that blows at 10.
You start fumbling with the tumblers, getting your lockpick in, tinking a few things away, and then your lockpick snaps.
I just sigh. Can I get the Spirit of Death just to hit the lock to try to break it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'll just, yeah. I'll get it. Do I just roll an attack roll for it then?
Yeah. Jesus. Okay. Both hit, roll damage for both. As the Spirit of Death is lashing at the door, you see that it's impacting it, and like very faint scratch marks are being made. It dealt barely any damage to it.
Okay, that's interesting. Is it because of the damage type? Or
Why does that say necrotic damage?
Yeah.
The scythe is necrotic damage. Wow, that's...
But yeah, that's just what it says. Yeah, spells level necrotic damage.
Yeah, no, it. You've dealt barely any damage to the door. You didn't deal the full damage numbers.
Okay, can I try Eldritch Blast then? Force damage.
Sure. Whew. Roll damage.
I did both hit.
The first one doesn't hit. Glances off
Miss
it.
the door.
You hit it, but it sort of just doesn't hit it in a weak part.
Did that actually give bonus damage for crit?
We 2d6. You rolled a 3 and a 2. That gets doubled to 10. 10 plus
2d6,
4.
but it didn't add my bonus from agonizing blast.
No, the plus 4. Like if you hover over the 5, that's the result of the 2d6. So it was 3 and a 2, and the plus 4 is from agonizing blast.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah.
So it's 5 doubled to 10, 14 damage. You deal more damage to the door than the shadow did, but it still is mitigated by quite a bit and was loud. It's an eldritch blast, and still a lot of the damage was mitigated by the sturdy door.
Okay, well, that's... Okay, I'll just look around myself and see if there's anything useful.
Okay, roll an investigation check. You're taking a look around. There's the obvious boxes that are on top of the tables. Some of them just have like some powder left at the bottom of them. You notice a box in the corner. It smells quite a bit. It's got some kind of like a rotting vegetable in it. Gives the idea that this place hasn't been entered in for at least a few days.
Okay, well, is anything like being actively worked on alchemy-wise, or is it just like old...
Not what you
jars
can
and stuff?
see.
Is it just a single room? Like there's no stairs
Yeah,
upstairs
it's
or
this
anything?
whole thing is one big room.
Okay, well that's not super useful. Any ideas?
Sorry, can you repeat which one?
I basically went into the room. I can't
Yeah.
open the door, and I was just wondering what else should I check while I'm here in here, if there's anything else.
So you checked that you looked around and you figured out that this room hasn't really been entered in the last couple of days,
Yeah,
right?
from what it looks like.
Okay, you don't have see invisibility or anything like that, right?
Not as far as I'm aware, no.
What else? And you did an investigation check to look around the whole room?
If you can call a free investigation check, yes.
Do you have
I-
inspiration?
I do not.
Ah, fuck.
Can my spirit of death do an investigation check?
Uh,
Can it communicate what it's found is the question.
It will just point
Um,
it if it finds something.
yeah, sure. Roll
Another
an
thing.
investigation check for it.
You failed the lock picking of the door, and you also couldn't damage it, right?
Yeah. I don't know if
And-
it's a sturdy door and I'm pretty weak or what.
Could be, I don't know. Maybe the type of damage you're dealing to it is not working. Or another thing is,
One sec. I don't think that should be an advantage to take the 5.
Sure.
okay. Another thing, well, it could be a magic walk, so maybe dispel magic on the door. If Zinni or Baylor are with you, I don't remember who had it.
I tried necrotic and force damage. Neither seemed to help too much.
I'm still up on the roof. I think Zinni is with you at the moment, but I don't think Zinni's inside.
I can look through.
She could be
I
outside.
look
She
on
can
the
try and
other
dispel.
side of the door with the spell.
The thing is, you need to find a way to open the door, because Andros is already inside. You're outside, so you're outside of the door. He's inside, and you need to find a way to open the door.
So, the damage, the attacks I did to the door, did it actually do any damage, or was it just?
It did do
random?
some, but Very
So I can just
little.
hit it for a while, and then it will eventually open.
Or that you can just destroy it.
Well, the only issue is the amount of noise it'll make is the only downside. Half a city guard will be there by the time I get out.
You have already made quite a bit of noise.
I don't have anything that I could open the door with.
Do
Okay,
you
well-
have dispel magic?
No.
Can you try to walk pick the door as well? Maybe you roll well.
What do I need to roll?
It'd just
does
be
she
a,
actually...
a dexterity check. You poke your tumblers into the lock, and you start messing with the tumblers, and you start to click them all into place. And then at one point, your lockpick bumps into the broken lockpick of Andros, and yours also snaps and now remains inside.
This isn't like Skyrim.
No, in D&D, whenever you fail a skill check, it becomes harder the next time.
Okay, well, do I
Was
just
my-
leave then, and we just like keep an eye on the teleportation circle then?
Can I go fetch Baylor and see if he can do anything?
Do you want him to try and lockpick as well?
I'll just grab everyone, fuck it.
I'm not gonna go down and walk pick the door.
Well, you know, Scoopy might be able to hit it very hard.
But we don't want to make further noise. Hitting the door would make lots of noise.
How are you getting out, Andros?
I could just Misty step back out the same way I came in.
Okay. How many spell slots have you used at this point?
So I used one to summon Spirit of Death, one to Misty step into the room, but then I used my Warlock gain one spell slot back to day thing.
Okay.
There's one left, and I can use that to
And you get
step out
both.
again.
You also have Pearl of Power.
I do have full power as well, so I'll use that after I leave.
Okay.
One spell slot now.
So, looking through the keyhole now, there's a lot less that you can see on the other side because of the two snapped lockpicks inside the lock, but you are able to blink to the other side.
So what do we do now then?
Technically, what we can do, I can do the same thing you did. Misty step inside the door, look around with the see invisibility active, try and basically see anything if
That's
there is.
probably a good idea, considering they used invisibility before.
Yeah.
And you probably
Okay.
will roll a better than 3 as well for me.
You still have me written down in your book, right?
I think he does.
I think he did, yeah. I think I got rid of
If you
Spirit.
relay the information to me, I can come down sneakily and try and do that. Else, there is no way of me knowing.
Yeah, I'll write that information to.
Okay, so before I leave the space we're currently looking at, me and Sid,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go. I'll look towards Sid and say, "So Sid, you see this area here? This is a teleportation circle. You can't see it, but someone might appear from it. If that happens, hold them. Don't let them leave. Okay?"
Is that what homeless people do?
You're not homeless anymore, Sid. You're yourself. That's what you do.
I'm Sid.
Yeah, you're Sid.
I'm Sid.
Yeah.
I crap person. Hold them
Yeah,
down.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
no longer homeless.
Yeah.
I start dusting off myself a little bit.
If I try and cast prestidigitation to like add some sparkles around the spot that's meant to contain the teleportation circle on it.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be visible for people to see once they come up?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that just so we have the spot highlighted, and then I'll try to go silently to where Andros and Zini currently are.
Okay. Stealth check as you sneak downwards.
Yeah, just a second. Just don't roll a 1. Okay. Not a 1.
You start to climb down the ladders of the stacks and eventually make your way to the ground floor.
So, okay, guys, someone needs to go basically stay with Sid. I've highlighted the teleportation circle so you can see where exactly it is. And I'll try and see what I can do here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check quickly whether I still have see invisibility on.
You do. It lasts an hour.
Okay, so I will do what Andros did and Misty step inside.
Okay.
So I will look around, see if I see anything out of the ordinary. I also would like to do an investigation check.
Okay. Scanning around the room. Looking, seeing. Invisible things, as you've now discovered, appear with a sort of faint pinkish purple shimmer. And as you now look around this room, looking under the tables, looking around the boxes, roll me an investigation check, please. You don't find anything that's invisible. You are able to find a couple of things that Andros didn't. There are a lot of boxes in the corner that are just like stacked up. You do notice the box that has the rotten vegetables in it. But then all the boxes in the corner that are empty, there's one of them that's like halfway full with a bunch of. You know how vegetables have like the thing at the top of them where like the stem has been cut off, but it's still like sort of like partially stemmed, like at the top of a vegetable. You find a box that's like half filled with just those, starting to decompose in the early stages.
Are you able to tell what vegetable they are?
Am I what?
Can you tell like what vegetable they're from?
Can I tell what vegetables they are from?
Roll just a
remember everything.
general intelligence check.
So considering some lab, I doubt they're just there for snacks. Might have some part in the process of making it.
These are from curdons, which are basically like a white carrot, but they're like significantly lighter and sort of porous and water heavy.
And if I look around the room, I don't see anything that might cause an explosion.
Not as far as you can see. But after looking at these piles of stems, those are what the vegetables were rotting in the corner as well.
So they're basically using this for something.
Is there any like branding on the crates or anything like that?
Yeah. Any symbols anywhere?
Good question. There are quite a few crates and boxes here. Some of them do have some kind of branding on them. All of them are variations of cargo moving companies. One of them
The
you do
vegetable-
notice is the Southside Swindle, the business that's run by Jack, the first quest that you had. Only like one or two of them belong to him. The rest of them are from various other ones from across the island. What are you saying, Shift?
The vegetables in the corner of the room.
Mhm.
Are they whole vegetables or are they the bottom half of like the top step?
The rotting box is filled with whole vegetables, and then the one box has just several cut-offs of the stems, or like the root of the stem.
I was wondering if they were hollowing out the veg.
That's what like, can you check one of the vegetables to see if it's like hollow or something?
I will, if I can.
You go and reach and grab into the box of rotting vegetables. As soon as your hand tries to grab it, it sort of like starts to fall apart in your hand. These wet vegetables, these particular codons, they you know, they're quite porous and waterlogged already, and once they rot, they fall apart very easily. It's hard for you to even pick one up without it sort of breaking at both ends and slipping off your fingers. It's a very, very gross, oily feeling on your fingers.
Okay, well, we'll tell the guard to keep an eye out for shipments of, that plant from those companies.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can do in here. That's the problem.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else really. There's nothing obvious. There's no
Yeah, I'm
notes or anything
going-
like that.
Exactly. Well, there might be, but I didn't see them, right? Because of my investigation check. So if I look around further, like I look around behind every box, below tables, everything, try to perceive whether I'm missing something within the room, whether there are any hollow walls or anything.
You're pretty confident that you've got a good grasp on everything within this room.
There is nothing else I can do then.
Okay, but it is interesting though. So that teleportation circle, if that is what it is, if this room hasn't really been, had anyone in for quite a while, that means the guy didn't teleport down here. He teleported somewhere else.
Well, I also might just not be able to see it.
If there was anything visible here, you would see it straight away. It wouldn't need
Okay,
an
cool.
investigation check for it. Unless it was
'cause the way you
deliberately like super hidden away or something.
Yeah, because the way you explained it at the start, it seemed like I was running investigation check even for the invisible stuff, and I was like, aren't I meant to be able to see them? So
No, I
it
just
confused me a
pit
bit.
it in at the same time
So,
since you're
I
looking
mean, we
around.
could just tell the guards about it and tell them to keep a watch on this room for anyone coming out of it if they're involved.
We can, yeah. We can tell them that we've found a lab, basically, and yeah.
Found a lab and a potential way they're smuggling people into the city.
Bless you.
And also what they might be using to transport the goods as well. Yeah. The vegetable.
Okay, we can. Okay, I will Misty step out of the room, tell them what I've seen, basically, and we should all go back to sit in a stealthy manner, so no one actually notices us here.
Okay.
And while doing so, I'll try to perceive whether people are looking at us, whether we are, making noise, and whether there are any curious eyes around.
Okay. Make sure you mark off a spell slot and then roll a perception check, please.
Yeah, I've done it. I have 0 level 2 second spell slots.
Oof. Keeping an eye out as you travel back up the stacks to the shack at the top. As you're going through, you notice a couple people who are like in their house. Both of you like share glances with each other. You like seeing each other and sort of like they're just carrying on with whatever they're doing in their houses. A lot of the houses are empty. This is working time of the day at the moment. But this is also the part of the city where maybe people are a lot more unemployed than the rest of them. But eventually, you will make your way back to the top and inside the shack with the still runic circle on the ground that only Anxi can see.
So, question is, do we want to wait here and keep an eye on this, or do we want to just leave and let the guards deal with it?
I'm curious whether something would happen if we step in it.
Well, we could.
Oh,
try.
several of you have already stepped in it, unknowingly.
Nothing happened. Okay.
Yeah. There's like,
Is it anything like
this is a
magical
fairly
we can-
small shack. There's no place any of you that haven't stood yet.
Is there anything like
So
magical we can do to activate it?
if I look around the room, do I see any means of activation of anything? Any buttons? Any levers?
Not that you can see.
Think that's it, chaps. So maybe we can stake out here for like a few more hours. If nothing happens, we go and tell the guards. How does that sound?
Okay. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll cast alarm as well, because even if they teleport in while invisible, alarm will still sound.
Yeah.
So I'll cast alarm in this room and have it ignore us, but you'll notify. You'll make a sound if anyone else enters.
And a few hours from now, and it will eventually be midday, which is about when Zeklar said that he would be able to have some kind of report for you on this Earth Genasi and if they're a known person.
I think we probably want to wait and at least until the time you saw the guy go last night, in case it's like a daily thing he does.
We can also have some people go and check with Zeklar, tell them what we found, and then we can have the rest here.
That's a good point. We can have Baylor go and fly over to him much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I relay all the information that I've gathered to Baylor, and his job is to go find Zeklar, tell him about the lab we found, and that we're staking out a place that contains an invisible teleportation circle.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Baylor, you start flying towards the Lord Manor at a breakneck speed because you are not sure exactly how much longer your wild shape's going to hold up. But you start flying down in that direction. Doesn't take you long. Flying as the bird travels, as it's as you literally are, makes traveling among the city a lot quicker for you. Not having to walk along streets or walk around houses, you could just beeline straight there. Flying down and transforming right in front of the guardhouse, you take a bunch of the guards off guard, and they just like jump out of their skins at some bird just transforming into a person. Oh, is you. You want Zeklar again?
Yeah, please.
Sure. Give us a bit of warning next time, all right? God, jeez. One of them shuffles
Sorry, I was
off.
in a bit of a rush.
Shuffles off into the building, and Zeklar comes out pretty soon after. Just the one of you. Okay. Do you have anything to report?
Yeah, sort of. And I'll just relay what we found so far.
Teleportation. That's... It's starting to sound a lot more than just some dude selling drugs.
Sounds pretty big.
Maybe there won't be an end to my sleepless nights. I have something to present you with as well. This Earth Genasi that you've said about looking for. We talked amongst the guards. Description was passed around. He's not a known person within the city, but he is known to the guards. The guards on the northeast gates come across him very regularly. He's a simple cargo shipper. The milky eye description tripped him up for a bit. He usually wears an eye patch. But Earth Genasi, bald, one eye being faulty. I think that's a good enough description.
So he's not a local to the city. He travels in and out.
No. We know that he, in delivering to us, travels frequently between here and Settleton.
Right.
Can you
And-
ask how often they see him? Like, how often does he make his trip?
Yeah. How often does he make this trip?
Once every couple of weeks. The regular. He's been doing it for years now at this point.
And when was the last time he was seen? Was he seen entering or leaving?
That's another thing. Why I thought it pertinent to bring up. He was last seen yesterday morning, leaving the city.
So he's not in the city now.
So if
Well,
he's
like-
traveling with a cart, we could probably catch up to him. If he's going to Zelton.
Okay. Zekla, this is really helpful information. I need to report back to the rest of my party. It's quite likely that we're going to leave the city and chase after him and try and catch him before he gets to Settleton, or find him in Settleton and question him there.
Before you leave him, could you ask him whether he's left before the explosion and Perry doing the whole fiasco thing, or
He
after?
left yesterday morning.
Yeah, but that happened in the morning as well.
Yeah. So, Zekla, did he leave before or after Perry went mad?
We don't know. All we know is that one of the guards saw him leaving in the morning. It's kind of a bit of a blurred memory for a lot of the guards yesterday. A lot of dangerous things happening. A lot of hectic stuff. Not sure on the exact timeline, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. We at least know where we can potentially find this man, and maybe get to the bottom of this whole thing.
How far is it from Zelton to here? Do you know? Rough travel time?
Let's have a look at the map.
Oh, it's a decent distance, so we do have time to catch up, I think. He's going like by cart.
Hmm.
It takes
How are we gonna catch up?
Or we just get horses.
2.5 days
Or
travel,
cart.
roughly.
So if we just get some horses and ride quickly, we catch him on the road. This would be easier to catch him on the road than if we get to Settleton. It's a decent sized town, we could hide in a lot of places.
Sorry, I was muted. So it's almost the end of the day now, right? We're getting close to the end of the day. It's 2.5 days travel. He left yesterday morning.
So it's been a day and a half.
So yeah, it's very likely that we won't catch him on the road.
Well, I'm just thinking the quicker we go, 'cause problems. So we know he goes to Settleton, but he might go somewhere else from Settleton afterwards.
Yeah,
we
so
want we want to try and catch him on the road or in Settleton at least.
yeah, we need
know,
to
yeah.
make tracks as soon as possible. All right, Zeka, given the information you've given me, I think it's prudent that we leave the city and chase after this Genasi as soon as possible. I'm going to meet up with the rest of my party. I'll deliver the news, and then we will probably head out the city and try and catch up to this man.
Yeah, well, may the wind be at your backs and catch this bastard.
Is there any chance you have any horses that you could loan us?
Yeah. The northeast entrance will have some to spare. You just tell them my name and they'll put two and two together, the questions they were asked this morning.
Could I give
Oh.
Gwen's clothes and some gold over and ask him, like, the next time the guards swap out to Edgewood, they take them with them?
What if Gwen is a missing person they're looking for?
Well, I mean, I'll just say take him to the inn. Don't mention like the name Gwen. I mean,
Okay.
she's not hiding. I'm sure if they're looking for her, they would have found her already. If there's guards in that town.
True.
Because basically, like, next time the guards rotate in and out, can you just take these to the inn and pay the innkeeper? You're all to do with the clothes. Just somewhere we're going further away from there,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be a while until we get back.
And we need guards to go to the teleportation circle room immediately.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to
so
make sure they're watching that.
I've told Zekla all the information, so I imagine Zekla, you are going to post guards at the teleportation circle, I imagine.
We can keep one post there at all times if you think it's necessary.
I don't know what it is related to, but like I said, we found the lab underneath. The guy disappeared there. I do think it's related. I don't know how it's related, but I think it is worth keeping somebody there to see what is going on. If it's not related to this, it could be related to something else sneaky.
So wait, this was
Teleportation circle in the staff.
who's this guy you saw go through there?
We don't really know who he is. All we know is he was hanging out in the dodgy inn.
And he basically left when we tried to probe his mind.
Yeah, so one of our party tried to probe his mind to see what's going on, and he left immediately when that happened. But just the fact that there's a teleportation circle in a home in the stacks.
That terrifies me.
Dodgy enough. Yeah. So whether it's related or not, something is going on there which is likely unsavory.
We can have
Yeah,
someone
we
check
can-
in occasionally, but too much guard presence in the stacks has never been a good thing, even before all this.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, Deca, I need to make haste. We need to catch up with this person. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna head off.
Thank you. All right.
And right in front of him, I will again hop into Raven form and make my way to the rest of the group.
Glancing back
That's an
down, you see
idea.
that he kind of watches you for a bit, sort of like half marveled and half not wanting to have to get on with all the work that he's got to do. Eventually heads back inside to the guardhouse.
I've actually got an idea. What if we know that the troubledoers are adventurers, and we can get them to help here? Because I don't think the guards, if this figure can teleport from a place to another place through a teleportation circle, I don't think a guard is gonna be able to deal with them.
No,
The issue with that is isn't one of them like on the continent? Something. I swear I had mentioned
What?
that. Like the troubledoors. Like one of them was trying to find their aunt.
Yeah,
The
but-
dog.
They're all traveling together. The last you
Yeah.
heard, they were just traveling around the island looking for Mr. Siderata Frayne.
We can just check on them where they are and basically see if they would like to help with this shit. I think it's worth a shot.
I think
It's
so.
worth asking him.
You got a sending spell to prepare?
Yeah, and I'm also I don't know whether I should ask them about the ornate knife and stuff, but I'll prepare one for Nyx in a second.
How long does it take me to actually fly back to them?
Like an hour. If you're dashing and getting there as fast as you can, yeah.
100-foot movement per turn if I'm down.
Whew. God damn. Probably take you actually more like 30 minutes. I do know that Jay is obviously watching the stream. If and when you send your sending spell, he'll probably be able to hop on and answer.
I'm just trying to figure out a good way of relaying information and asking them. Because it's not easy.
If they are willing to help, is it worth getting them to sign Andros's book?
Oh, if we meet him in person again, yeah, probably is a good idea.
Yes, of course, we'd have to wait for them to get here, right? No, we can't do that.
Yeah, I think they should just get all the information from Zeklor. Zekwar.
Could I just forge their signature and say it's from them? Work that way.
Can you trick your patron, is what you're asking?
Oh, not directly with Patreon, more like just like magic in general. Didn't we give them the communication stone?
No, it's on us. Or on Gwen.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
on us, I
on
think.
Gwen, is
Yeah,
it?
we've got them both.
I'm not sure.
We didn't leave one of
I
them.
think it's on us.
Yeah. that's-
Okay.
Okay, I have something written down. I can try and ask him if he's around.
Go ahead.
Join in, or should I just say it?
Just say it and then he'll join afterwards once he's got an answer.
Okay, so Nix hears in his head a rather troubled Tanksy. Nix, something incredibly dangerous in Round Bogub. Relate info to Captain Zeklar. You guys free to help with drug wrap explosions issue? Making haste to Settleton. That's like 25 words.
Whew.
Yeah, 25 if Round Bogub is just one.
Roundable Gup is 2 words.
Making haste Settleton. If I
Okay.
remove the 2, is good. So, in the meantime, I suppose we start preparing to leave. As in, like, we are legging it.
Yeah, we should move to the northeast gate.
A gate that I'm not sure if any of you knew was a gate until now, but that is indeed a route out of the city there in the northeast.
I think you did tell
Oh.
us. Either you've told us or you told me, but I did know there was another gate there.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remove sending spells. What? Oh, technically, we could also ask Cornelian for a teleportation from here to Settleton. If we are arsed.
I think let's save Conan favors for the big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, could we pay the Mage Guild for a teleport? There's a mage shop here, isn't there?
It is.
don't
It's on the
know
other
whether
side of
they
the
can.
city, yeah. And it's not something you know whether they can do or not.
We could lose like 4 hours going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Let's just
go.
leg it.
Yeah, we've got horses waiting for us.
That's me running.
Yeah, so we just go as quick as we can, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, Jay, get
So
your
what's
ass in
happening,
here.
DM?
Jay just sent me his message to proofread.
Aye.
He's also currently deafened. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, because I was in another call and had to.
Yeah.
I needed them to shut up for that, suffice to say. Okay, then after a little bit of a pause to gather and consider, you do hear back from Nix. Hey, been searching Galincasa for Desi. No sign. Could probably head to Ralnibelgup. We'll check. That's where she last was, right? Could help, potentially.
Do I waste a second sending? Jesus.
We may need spell slots on the road.
Yeah. Well, if they really need to contact me, they can ask their little wizard to contact me. We
Yeah,
should
you
leg
have-
it.
You do know that Emmett has sending, so presumably that's who Nix
Yeah.
is going to check with.
We're on the way, so what's happening, Dax?
Oh, you're heading to the northeast gate.
Yeah, we started already.
Yeah,
Already there.
we've been running there already.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys all reconvene at the gate. You see lots of guards shuffling in and out, and you see that a lot of carts and merchants are making considerably more of a huff than usual. Guards are actually rummaging through a lot of their crates and their goods, and they're kicking up a loud fuss about it. You try and grab a guard's attention who's not currently doing that, at least. Well, you're the Wayward Wanderers, right? Yeah, I heard about your fight. You're dead wicked.
Thanks, guy. We're assisting Zekla with the investigation, and
Yo, that's you, is it? Man, you guys do everything.
yeah, we try. We just help where we can. He said that you may have some horses for us, so we can get to Settleton and chase down somebody as quick as possible. He's spoken to you about this somebody already.
Oh, I mean, like
How classy.
we do have some horses, usually for the guards. But I know you were helping out Zekla recently, so sure. But if you're stealing them, you don't tell anyone I gave them to you, right?
No, we're not stealing them.
We'll bring them back. Don't you worry.
All right.
Another thing, since you're looking into what they're entering the town with, so there is this vegetable.
Yeah,
And I
curdons.
basically relay the information. Yeah, keep information on who's bringing these to town and what
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing
what we're
with them.
looking for.
Cool. Okay.
It's one of the
Fine.
ingredients in X-Bound.
That makes sense.
What are the other ingredients?
Love.
Sawdust is one of them. And then some kind of fruit juice. I can't remember now, sorry.
Is it worth telling him about the names of the shipping companies you saw
Yeah.
landed and focus on them?
Yeah, I relay all of the information I've seen.
You list off the names of all the
Regarding
shipping
this.
companies that you saw on the crates, and he goes, "Oh, well, that's like damn near all of them."
Well, have fun.
It'd be nice if you could tell them
close-
why we're searching through this shit, because a lot of them ain't happy.
Okay, could I cast Sense Emotion and just sort of look around the various cart owners?
As you look over the cart owners, basically every single one of them, their first and only emotion is anger, frustration, annoyance.
Okay, so there's no fear or anything being caught.
Oh, you can see now.
Okay.
Okay, let's leg it.
All right.
We hop on the horses and right into the sunset.
You guys are fucking yeah, hightailing it out of here.
Yeehaw!
Can I short rest while riding a horse?
No.
Damn.
Short resting is specifically low activity stuff.
So you're saying I should have saved my... I can't concentrate while I'm short resting, I guess, either. Oh, well.
Giddy up.
All right. So, you guys galloping. Are you pushing your horses as hard as they can, or are you just going fast?
It's a 2.5-day journey by foot. How long is it by horse?
It depends on how fast you'll be going. So, there are basically 3 speeds for a horse. There's trotting, galloping, and sprinting. If you were to sprint the entire way, you risk exhausting and hurting the horse. If you've got your hand up, you want to say something, Tony?
Yeah. Are we riding horseback?
Yes.
Is there a Shetland pony for Zinni?
There are height appropriate horses for people that
What do you
are.
mean height appropriate? What the fuck does that mean?
There are some races that are, halflings are the shortest race of them all, and they need horses as well.
I'm really tall. I just need a short horse for no particular reason.
I can totally imagine you having an argument with a guard who walks up to you with the reins of like a short horse, and you say, "What? No, I need the bigger one." And then you go and sit up on the bigger one, and you can't even get your legs to either side and can't reach the reins.
And then in a huff and a puff, I end up just getting on the small one anyway. And hope no one notices.
I mean, once you get on the horse, could you just cast enlarge on the horse?
I don't want to rip Zinni's legs in half.
So if you were to all out hard gallop the whole way, it would take you a day and a half to reach Settleton.
Okay, so
And that
we're
was
going to have to
straight
rest
riding.
anyway. So we're going to have to rest at some point anyway. So if we gallop and then rest for a few hours and then gallop again, would that exhaust horses? If they have the rest in between.
The horses will need to rest at some point. Like you can still keep running them at all out if you want, but the horses will start rolling checks at some point to be injured or just exhausted or refuse.
It's a day and a half's travel. We ourselves are going to have to take a long rest somewhere along the line during that travel. We've already been busy the whole day. If we stay up for another day and a half, we're going to end up with exhaustion. So we're going to have to take a long rest.
Yeah, so let's gallop until we take a long rest at like midnight or something. And then be a bit more reasonable afterwards.
Yeah. Seems fair.
Okay. Shift, what does he want?
Yeah, I've just given him some cookies and I just had to tell him there's no more cookies now.
Oh.
Maybe.
Is he
Oh.
deaf? Is that what?
Yeah.
Me and Platt were like, is he deaf or is he blind? We can't. We couldn't remember.
He's there.
Very cute.
He had growth in his ear canal
Oof.
since he was a puppy. And then when we moved from South Africa here, the humid climate caused those growths to be an awesome breeding spot for bugs.
Oh.
So he got an ear infection that ended up being Pseudomonas. which, if you don't know, Pseudomonas is the super bug that lives in ICUs that can't be cured. So we had to get his ear canals cut out.
Aww.
And
I didn't know he came from South Africa with you.
yeah, he came with me.
Haven't you lived in the UK for ages?
9 years almost.
Wow, it's an old
And
pup.
yeah, he's 10 and a, he's turning 11 in December.
God
Aw.
damn.
I mean, at least he's getting his cookies.
Yeah, he makes sure he gets his cookies. I get in trouble if I don't give him his cookies.
I'm the same.
Guy gets in trouble if Tony don't get her cookies.
You're 11 years old.
Yeah.
Right, no. Gotta call the cops on guy.
Well, he is from Norwich after all.
Telling me said that.
He probably agree. So, you guys are now riding hard now. Are you just galloping or are you pushing these horses to their limits?
I don't think we want to hurt the horses. I just think a good, solid, steady gallop until we need to take a long rest ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're basically setting off at midday.
Yeah, we'll gallop at a decent pace until we need to take a rest for the night. But not like super fast.
So, galloping and galloping. Those of you who want to act as point guards, roll perception checks for those who are up front.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to have a chat with my horse. Hey, guy.
Hey.
We're chasing down a bad guy.
Oh, I don't
And,
like bad guys.
Yeah, us neither. So we're going to ride you guys pretty hard until we can catch up with him.
Yeah! I love running.
Tired. If you're feeling tired, like you need to rest, just slow down.
No, let's run,
You slow down.
I want to run.
Okay, we're gonna run hard, but as soon as you're tired and you want to slow down,
Ah,
just
let's
slow
run.
down and I'll know.
Yes. It's been so long since I've run.
Okay? Good.
Ooh.
Well, we're gonna run today.
And that's how
I'm gonna
you'll...
shake him.
Yeah, this is the whole fucking desk shaking there.
Right. Let's run.
So, Andros is rolling perception for keeping an eye. Does anyone else want to as well? 2 of you, I'll allow.
Yeah. I'll roll it.
Yeah.
I'm scared to not roll low.
Well, you want
Is
me
it
to
a
roll
group one?
perception?
You know,
Just
fuck it,
do it
yeah,
for
let's
those
just make it
at
a
the
group
front.
roll. Like, the 3 out of 5, it might as well be a group roll.
Fucking roll 4, of course.
Am I rolling
Wait.
or someone else?
We've had a crazy
Yeah,
amount
yeah.
of 1s rolled tonight.
All of the rolls have been pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Except that.
That's
Let's
Zinny,
go.
baby!
I mean,
Well,
it's
Zin is
impressive how you
different.
how do you get such a good perception roll when you're on such a small horse and lower to the ground?
I've got high perception. Also, who the fuck are you calling small?
Yo, yeah.
So, riding hard through the afternoon sun. You guys are actually passing a lot of people. These roads are considerably more traveled than the ones you've been on thus far.
I'll be looking around for people with the same symbol as the guy's knife.
Okay.
I love how we're now raising hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
To
great
get
though.
Dax to shut up.
There's a lot of people that you're passing. Mostly cargo. transporters. You do find the occasional person just riding on a horse, whether they're just trotting or galloping at full speed. But a lot of them are giving you looks as you pass. A couple of them even potentially recognizing you. Maybe they were at your arena fights. Maybe they've heard of your deeds or something. But you guys are riding hard past them all. There is one cart, an individual on it that you end up recognizing. It's an Earth Genasi. They're riding in the back of one of the carts.
Any more of a description?
You are coming up on them rather quickly. That's all you can make out. The light green skin of a Earth Genasi.
Is that the Sims the guy we're looking for? I can't remember.
Yeah, we are looking for an Anthony. I think once we get closer to the cart, we'll slow down so we can get a better look.
Okay. As you ride up on the cart and you start to slow down your horses next to it, it is unmistakable. This person is an Earth Genasi. They are light green skin, a lute on their back,
No.
some leathers. They turn and look at you, and there's a sense of recognition. Hey, I know you guys.
Hello.
Hey, you guys have become real big since the last time we talked. I thought I was going to be the rising star.
How's life been treating you?
You know, so. Left Rel Hafthard, and then Carnellen put on a spot performance suddenly the moment I left the city. Absolutely fucking fuming, but you know, is what it is.
Oh, you wanted to meet him, or
Yeah, of course I wanted to meet him. I even told you as much when I was leaving Rel Hafthard.
oh right, you did actually. But to be fair, we didn't really know who he was back then.
You didn't? Huh? You
Yeah, to be
you
fair,
didn't know who Carnellen Brightburn was?
No. But now we know he's our friend.
Huh?
He lets us call him Carney.
I can message him now if you want.
Yeah, we can message him now if you want. Ask for autograph and stuff.
You're messing with me.
I wish I was, but no, we're
I'll
friends.
write in my book. Hey, Carnellen, can you imagine yourself writing an autograph? And hopefully it shows up in the book as an autograph.
In the book comes written next, of course I can imagine writing an autograph. I've made so many of them. I gave out 100 just yesterday. And a great concert, by the way, thanks for asking. And then Carnellen Brightburn, but it comes in standard print.
Oh, okay.
Ask him where.
Is this person-
Yeah, I just write down, like, where did you have your concert?
We're getting sidetracked.
We met him before Rao Hufford with Presser.
But do they not know that we had an arena fight with Carnellen? Like, surely that shows that we're pals with him.
You know, he was our fifth or sixth in an arena match.
He also didn't do anything, really.
True.
I mean, we're walking wasting time right now, by the way, team.
He was our tank. He did some stuff. He tanked a lot of things.
I'd love Sid to just say
Yeah.
now, I'm homeless.
Carnellen
Oh,
writes
Sid.
back, he just put on a concert in Mordor Sula. He had one of the biggest audiences he's ever had, and it quite literally rocked the continent.
I'll just relay that to the guy to at least wants to chase him down to watch his next concert. That's where he is.
This Earth Genasi is gobsmacked, and You know,
Across the continent. I didn't feel anything.
We are on an island, not the continent.
I heard that he
That's
took
fine.
part in a fight in the arena. It's not
Yeah.
something I'm usually that bothered in. I would have
Same.
loved to go see, but I didn't.
I mean, he was there, alright. It was kind of like present. He wasn't really taking part per se.
Hey, watch your
Oh.
tongue, big man. I'll have you know,
Uh.
Carnell is one of the most magnificent and elegant dancers, which I'm sure contributes well to being a good fighter.
Sorry, I just threw up in my
Dancers?
mouth a little bit. I'm sorry.
It's alright, true artistry is lost on the peasantry.
I'm homeless.
I don't know what that means, but you're wrong.
You notice that
Alright.
the guy is like way more annoyed than he should be at that comment. Like you just lost an argument to a kid, sort of thing.
It's alright, Zeron. Two of them had friends to enemies path. That's the thing. That's why he talks about him like that. But secretly he loves them.
Fucking hate the guy.
Yeah, Carnelian loved to make Cedric laugh.
Well, seems that everything was going wrong for me, but I'm glad everything's going right for you guys.
Where are you up to?
Settleton now.
Woo!
They haven't got a concert venue, but stop there for a bit, check out Old Town for a bit. Not been there before myself, but probably want to move on to. I hear Rydell's got a nice little concert stage.
Well, we're going there as well. If we see you, we might check on you and your concert. But now we gotta go. Should we ask him anything? Like whether he's seen the knife or basically the ornated knife thing, whether he's seen the another Urgenasi because they all know each other. Anything like that?
Did he tell us? Is this guy not sus? Are we not sussing him?
No, not really, because we literally just met him when he was leaving Rauhafert with Presso and the rest. They were just traveling together to stay safe. And he was just a bard guy that was a fanboy of Carnelian.
Yeah, but aren't we looking for an Earth Genasi that's going to
It's not him.
Settleton?
No, it's not him. The Urgenasi we're looking for is dark-skinned.
And also has like blind in one eye.
And he's a boat. And I'm pretty sure this guy is not boat.
Yeah.
Do you think going to his concert would be a good idea so we can maybe find the other guy?
We want to get there before that. Because he's a bit slower. And we're trying to go really quickly. And right now we're wasting time.
Careful,
Oh, yeah,
Tony,
I know,
you're
but I
almost
mean-
saying something racist here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm not racist, but Platt said that they all know each other.
I joked.
I genuinely believed that.
Hey, you're
I thought
Asian.
that
I met an Asian guy once. Maybe you know him?
This is D&D, for fuck's sake. They might be like, I don't know.
Oh.
Anything could have
made a joke.
connected them.
No, they don't. Maybe they do, but not because they're Urgenasies.
In the
Okay,
heat of all
never
this,
mind then.
Anxi, Ascending spell is coming your way.
Figured I should do this now before someone gets themselves cancelled.
Anxie just looks up. They're speaking to me.
Yes, so this probably took place in the scheme of things maybe half an hour or close to an hour after the initial sending you got. You get back slightly harried sounding, in a sense. Troubadour Emmett here. We'll start heading to Ral Nibblegup, ensure guard contact can debrief us. Please pass on Desi's old address too for our investigation.
Do we know the street? Anything?
You
Like, I
know
went to the
generally where
spot-
it is.
Yeah, but how the fuck do I explain that? 'Cause, like, I went to the
You
spot.
know generally where it is.
Yeah, but how the fuck do I explain that?
I'm sure you can find the words for it.
Within 25.
Go down the road, turn right, then go forward.
Dax, I've seen it today. I need to remember
I mean,
it.
couldn't you just say it's like it's wasn't it like basically opposite the Colosseum thing there?
Brother, do you think I remember that?
You're supposed to
You
remember
do.
everything.
Anxie does.
I
You walked
do.
past it today.
I do, because I saw it. So can you tell me?
It is on nobility buildings around the wall to the mansion. On the northwest side, it has a large for sale sign in front of it.
Nobility buildings on the Lord's Mansion side? Is that what you said?
Outside of the
I would
Lord's
say-
Mansion's wall.
Oh,
If you just say like in the inner circle, yeah, like northwest inner circle,
That can work, yeah.
house with for sale sign. Back door is easy to lockpick.
What a great thing to tell someone's nephew.
okay, so he hears that. Nobility buildings, northwest inner circle, for sale sign. And after that he hears ask Zeklor about the teleportation circle building. Good luck. Keep in touch. Oh, he hears that.
Fair enough. I do think since someone has not needed as many spell slots as you have, you are going to hear back one final time from Emmett, practically immediately this time.
Yeah.
For sale? That's alarming. Hope there's a trail. Okay, we're 2 days out from Rel Nibblegup. We'll keep in touch.
We checked on it today. There wasn't much in there, but I hope you get more information. Yeah. Good luck.
Are they going to wonder why we checked on the house today?
Well, because they told us of her, so we went and checked.
Oddly considering rolling
Perfect
insight on
sense.
Emmett, like, does he think of that, and is that weird, or is he just worried about this? I'll leave it for now.
I can also just format it better.
We walked past it today. It's like
Yeah, walked past it
it's
today.
significantly less suspicious.
Okay.
Okay, that's all square then. Then I'll once again leave you to it, because there's been someone
We're
in
on-
another call talking my ear off, which is why it took this long to do all this.
Yeah, it's unsurprising. That's what Dad does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, have fun.
Is that your dad or his dad?
No, I said Dan,
Oh, if we said dad. Okay.
mutual friend of ours. Whew.
Okay, Chief.
You guys continue to ride hard. It's afternoon, and at some point the golden light starts to come into the sky. At this point, you've made it past and through the Gup fields, past all the abandoned farmland around Ral Nibblegup, and you're now just in straight open plains. You can see for a long time in these, especially without farmhouses and fences around. It's quite literally just almost entirely flat land, apart from a bunch of rolling hills that you can see far off in the distance. Doesn't take you too long before you catch up with them, and you are then proceeding around a lot of these rolling hills, or following the road at least. Just as nighttime starts to roll in, and you feel the pace on the horses start to slow down ever so slightly, you can see a small town on the horizon. What's the play?
How far on the horizon is it? Is like, can we get there to rest, or should we?
I mean, the
rest here?
horizon's never really that far. It took you, what, like an hour to walk to the horizon? Takes you like 20 minutes to ride it.
Is that Bridgewater?
It is.
Yeah. Probably worth just staying in there instead of camping.
Yeah, hopefully somewhere where they can stable the horses for the night as well.
Yeah, okay. And we can ask if such guy has gone past it. Maybe.
Yeah, we can ask.
So, you guys eventually come towards Bridgewater. Couple guards out front, they sort of like clock you, don't really say much. A lot of people always traveling and passing through. Head towards the stable, hitch up your horses. Someone pay like a gold for it to be tended.
As we enter the town, I'm going to start ritually casting some animals.
Okay.
I'll pay the gold.
So, you've cast Speak with Animals.
My guy, you guys did so well today. Thank you.
That was awesome! Fuck yeah!
Good. We're going to do some more riding tomorrow. You guys get a good
More
rest.
riding! Yes!
You guys get a good rest here.
Okay. I
Drink, eat.
might need a rest. Okay.
Yeah, a rest will do you well.
Animals, man. I always wonder how to voice act them.
I do not speak with animals for that reason.
Voice acting.
So, you guys are now here in Bridgewater. Looking around, it's a pretty simple town. It's quite similar to Edgewood in that regard. It's got like a square that has a well in the middle and like a lot of people sort of like hovering around together, chatting. You see an inn. It's got its lights on now as the golden light is slowly starting to leave the sky. There's a lot of mainly residential houses. There's a couple general stores here and there. But you see a lot of people sort of funneling into the inn at this time.
Yeah, I think we're going to head to the inn and see if we can get rooms for the night.
Okay.
That's good.
And get a good meal.
As you enter the tavern, it's a rather large one, larger than you certainly would have expected, and quite busy as well. This is obviously a town where there's a lot of foot traffic, significantly more so than there is in Edgewood, just because of its locale. You enter and there's plenty of good, jolly music that's being played. People enjoying drinks, people listening to little live bits of music from various bards positioned around the inn. People making merry, eating food. And you start to walk towards the tavern keep, I'm assuming, or at least one of them.
Yeah.
So, you start to head towards them. They're kind of busy. They're like pouring a bunch of glasses, taking orders. Anxie, something grabs your attention. You see something. Something you recognize. There's a man over at the table that you're passing.
Is it him?
He's a tall human man.
It's him.
It's got to be in his like young 20s or something. Quite muscularly built. Definitely very drunk. But he's swinging around a dagger. A dagger that has a green jewel encrusted in its hilt.
Okay. I noticed that they're kind of drunk, right?
You do indeed.
Okay, cool. So I go towards the table. I hope they're alone.
No, this table is filled with like 8 people, him included.
Oh, rough.
He is the center of attention currently, shouting and cheering and swinging his dagger around, occasionally stabbing it down into the table. He's making a very big fuss and sort of like pointing out this dagger to many people.
Oh, I can't flirt. Let's see. Okay, I still approach.
Mm-hmm.
What's so special about this dagger?
Well, this sort of thing. Oh, this is just, just a little dagger that I won, being a master at cards and all that.
You won it?
Yeah, I won it.
Oh, someone had it and you basically...
That's
it from
what
them
winning
because they
things usually entails, yeah.
Ooh. Who lost it? Who was the
It's
sore loser?
bloke that I used to... Well, I don't used to know. I did know him. I do know him. Sorry.
Take your time.
He's a local around these parts, comes here every now and then. Always flashing this nice fancy dagger.
You...
And so I told him, I told him, I bet I could beat you at cards. And he said, no fucking way. And I said, yes fucking way. And so I told him, if you get the dagger. And so
Ooh.
I double aces, fucked him up the arse, took the dagger, now it's mine. Don't it look nice?
It looks amazing. Does it mean anything to you? Except for showcasing how good you are at games.
So it means that I'm master at cards.
And to the guy that lost it?
Means that he's the sucker of cards.
Yes,
I-
how long he's had it for?
You've got a point. When did you win it? Did you get it today?
I won it 2 hours ago.
Oh,
And he starts to like lean and like it almost falls out of his chair before one of his mates pushes him back up and just spins around the other way. He goes to rub his eye and like stabs himself in the cheek with the dagger. Oh, you!
oh, be careful, be careful. And I cast prestidigitation on him, so it disappears the blood.
He doesn't notice.
There we go, you're like new.
He doesn't notice.
Unfortunate.
Bloody thing's real sharp. He like brings it closer to his eye to look at how sharp he is, and you watch as he sort of like his hand is not steady, but he's like looking at this eye real close, or the knife real close. It's a beauty, innit? It's all mine now. He stabs it into the table and like he sort of like with his finger bring strums it back and forth.
Hmm.
Can you ask him if the guy he won it from is still here?
I'm trying to ask without asking too many questions.
He sounds like he's drunk enough. He doesn't.
I think you'll get away with shit.
Yeah, but his mates are there.
All his mates
got a
are
feeling that
just
he
as
knows.
drunk as he is, and basically every
Okay.
time he says something, they all cheer, and it's just like a
So-
big old group of friends.
Just say you want to know where that guy is because you want to challenge him to cards as well. Sounds like an easy win.
So I've been meaning to learn how to play.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've come to the
Um,
right place, love. Did you know I'm kind of a master of cards?
I trust you. I mean, you've won this dagger, and that's amazing. I wish I could do that.
You watch as he tries to wink at you and just blinks heavily with both eyes.
You know where the guy that lost it is. Maybe I can win against him as well, and then try to.
He probably
play
went
with you.
strop into his room, but I don't think he's going to be a good teacher for you, love. You know, you
Oh.
need a big, strapping man to teach you to do cards.
You know where his room is?
What do you think? I'm some kind of perv? No, he's up there somewhere, and just like waves his hand upwards towards the ceiling.
Can you describe this man to me? Maybe I can try and find him later.
What's all your questions for? I'm the one that won. Why
But I know
why don't
what you look
ask,
like.
ask the questions about me?
Well, I know who you are now. I've seen
No,
you.
you
face to
don't. You
face.
don't even know my name.
Didn't he say his name? Okay, sorry. What's your name?
My name is Dov.
Oh, that's a beautiful name.
Real easy to spell it is.
Is Sid
Mhm.
here, by the way? Is he present for this?
How present are you, Sid? Most people walked over to the bar. Anxie was the one who sort of tapered off and started asking this guy questions. I'm assuming at some point you guys turn around and notice Anxie's not with you and is talking to this man.
I'm just having a couple of drinks, probably.
You know,
I feel
Duff,
like. Sorry. I was gonna
It's
say,
alright.
I feel like Sid would know how to talk to this man.
You can
They
summon me
speak
at
the
any
same
time.
language.
I am
eh,
at least 2 drinks deep, maybe 3. It's all up to Anxie to call me in.
yeah, I'll do that in a second. You know, Duff, be careful with that knife. You know, your name rhymes with love.
Oh my god, it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh my god, guys, you hear that? Guys, it rhymes with love. Isn't that beautiful? Oh.
I think you can do.
You know what I would
mean-
love, though? Never round, yeah! And all
In the
his mates
background-
start cheering.
In the background, you hear a big orc. I'm no
Okay.
longer Homer!
You know, you reckon
And the
you
bear's
can?
really taking effect on Sid.
You reckon you can drink as much as my friend there?
Another one, Bucky!
Maybe.
You wanna try?
I want to throw up a bit.
Okay.
Never mind, it's gone. I'm
Sid?
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah!
This guy here says he can drink more than you.
Whoa, that's a big green man.
Big indeed. You see my muscles?
You're like
Look at this.
a different kind of green to a knife man.
I don't know what it means, but I walk over with 2 pints in my hand, you know, like spilling all
know-
over the place.
Dove, this is my friend Sid.
I
The
sit
green
down.
guy
Sid,
I sit down there.
another beautiful, simple name. Ain't it great when it's so easy to spell?
Was
Rob?
the other? Was the knife guy with a hard name?
Lads, what was his name again? Come on, what was it?
Whatever. Yeah, this spine I got.
Oh, couldn't agree more, mate. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Cheers, mate.
He starts downing his pint. You see, actually, like, half of what he's intaking is just dribbling down the sides of his mouth and onto his clothes.
Oh, mate, you're full gone, aren't you?
I'm fucked!
Oh, you want to know
Still
something
drink.
funny? You want to know something funny?
What is it?
My name ain't even that simple. It's not one syllable. It's two. My name is Shitrick. Can you believe that?
Cedric, that's like
Yeah.
double
yeah.
complicated.
I know. I honestly forgot that myself. So that's why I like to call myself Sid. You know.
It just keeps it simple, yeah? 3 letters is all you need. It's the consonant, vowel, and then the consonant.
Exactly. I honestly perfectly got you said there. Also, what's this dagger you got in, mate? It's as good as me. What
Yeah,
the-
oh, I'm glad you noticed it, pal. This thing is a beauty, innit? Absolute beauty. You got all them nice little jewels in it. Probably fetch a pretty penny.
It's beautiful. It's
I
beautiful.
won it off of some dipshit that comes in here every now and again. Always acts like some kind of
fucking
like big
way.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already like 8 beers deep, and I said I could beat you at cards, and he said no fucking way, and I said yes
What?
fucking way, and so
And you did.
we 2 kings I pulled, and we just fucked him in the ass. It was great.
Can I hold it for a second? This looks like a beautiful weapon. I want to feel the balance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I just
you
wanna hold
can
it
you
for a
can
second.
take a good look at it, mate. Yeah, it's right here, and he starts like holding it
You,
towards your
sir.
face with his hands wavering.
I grab it and I say like, "You sir are a true gentleman."
He doesn't let go of it. Like it's very firmly in his grasp. You can like steady his hand if you want and look at it.
Well, both my hands are kind of enveloping it, holding it, feeling it. I'm sure my hands are bigger than his.
Considerably.
Okay. Wow.
He didn't
Nice
want to give
level.
it at first after wagering it. He didn't want to give it right away. And so, you know, what we did, I threatened to knock his teeth in.
I look. The moment of clarity, like Sid can handle this alcohol pretty well, but in the moment of clarity, I kind of look at Angsty like, what's the next move?
He hears in his head. You dipshit! He was about to say his name! So, Sid, your job is to find out, well, the name of the green guy that lost the knife. And whether he was an Urgenasi. Okay?
I never felt a beautiful, better dagger. I mean, I'm gonna say myself, I'm more of an ex-guy. Like,
Yeah, I see on your back that's a real beauty, proper darling that is.
I kind of shift my shoulders towards him so he can see the axe a bit better. What? Hey, listen to this. You know
Mhm.
what I named it?
What'd you say?
It's Darling Number 3.
I bet, two pretty darlings more than that.
Oh, I bet your ass those are ladies. Exactly. What do you think this guy? What do you think this guy named this dagger? It's such a beautiful dagger, don't you think?
Oh, he probably names it something proper poncy.
What's that a nice name like Night Stabber or
Or ball cutter.
Ball Cutter? Who uses a dagger to cut balls? No, you stuck in the vat, you know? Oh my god. Hey, well, honestly, if you say Ball Cutter, that says something about the owner, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? He's a bit weird, isn't he? Oh, never liked him. He always comes in like every so often and just like
Yeah.
comes in, acts like he fucking owns the place, and then just like starts like just like being like a dick.
What a fucking cunt. Let me tell you that. I already hate the dude. What's his name? Like,
Yeah. You know,
What's this
like
guy?
this guy, when I pulled them 2 queens in that card and I got, it just couldn't have got any better. I said, Terem,
Right.
you're fucked. And then
Right.
I showed him the 2 aces, and I just won.
So while this is happening, and I'm still holding Kanai's dagger, I firmly grip the dagger with my left hand, and I firmly grip his other fist with my hand, and I'm kind of applying my strength here, and I'm holding his arms kind of down, and I look him right in the face, and I
Mm-hmm.
look at him, and I say, "So, what's his fucking name then?"
Is Tarum.
Term?
Tarum.
Spell it out for me.
No.
I take a firmer grip, and I want to roll for strength.
Okay, roll strength.
You hear in your head, I'm proud of you. And then I'll just go towards the innkeep.
I had a
You
couple
might want to
drinks.
reevaluate that anxiety.
That's a great strength roll.
That's a natural one.
Wait,
Hold on,
did-
let me see what he rolls. Okay. He feels
Alright.
he feels you tensing on his arm, but he realizes you're a bigger dude than him. Okay. Hold. I admit, I can't actually spell, so I'm not going to spell his name.
Tell me anything you know about this guy. And guess what?
That's what I'm using.
I'll let go. You'll be fine. I'll just let go.
You watch as his mates start to get like a bit more concerned. There's 8 other people around this table, and they start to like put down their drinks and are looking at you more seriously. Boy, what are you doing? Let go of Dov.
Playing cards.
I sit up a bit more. I show more my posture and my size, and I want to roll for intimidation.
Oh fuck yeah, Scarp, go for
Can
it.
can I
That's
assist
good,
by
right?
using,
That's nice.
Yeah, can I assist by using minor illusion to make his eyes glow red?
If you want, you can roll with advantage. So roll again.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
Me?
Ale is making your eyes glow red, so everyone's gonna be fucking terrified.
So the same.
Same roll,
So-
okay. Oh, Dovey's all yours, mate. And they both pick up their pints and start drinking again.
And they gotta turn away. Good.
Oh, Sid, mate.
Runner.
I don't. No, it's good. I'm good. I don't know too much about it myself. He always stays somewhere upstairs, you know, in one of them the fancy rooms, but comes here every so often. Comes from. It's weird. Sometimes he comes from Settleton. Sometimes he comes from the Gemberg up. Sometimes he comes from Settleton. Then he comes from
I want to roll
Gemberg.
strength and slap him in the face.
Go ahead. Roll. Yeah, just
no, Duff.
you deal 6 damage to him with an unarmed strike.
Sober him up.
Oh,
Big try for me, come on. Where is he? Who is he?
he's
And
upstairs.
sit
Upstairs.
Who's upstairs?
Yeah, he's oh, it's fucking it.
I do like a quick side eye to Wanksy, like, you know.
I mean, if the rest of us hear this, like me and Bade will head upstairs to
Yeah.
try and find out which room
You
he is.
see, I will follow them, but you see Anxie with the proudest smile, saying, "I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you, Sid."
Dude, that was great.
And I just follow because it's about time we go find the guy.
Yeah, what's the easiest way to
Should we
find
not-
which one he's in?
Should we not ask the innkeep?
And he finally throws up into his beer glass. And plenty around it.
That's a point. I could. So if we go upstairs, I could disguise as him, come back down, and then say I've lost my room key. I need a new one.
We don't know exactly what he looks like. We've not seen.
Oh,
him.
true. I don't know what he looks like or what he sounds like. Wait,
I
mean,
mean,
we could
we
just-
could also.
could you just transform into a spider and just like go through the keyhole and have a look?
I could.
We could also, yeah, you could do that. I think that's probably better than what I was gonna suggest. So yeah, just do the spider thing.
Okay. So as we cut away from the bar floor, upstairs, you come to a corridor that have doors on both ends down to the end of the hallway. You have a quick look up the stairs, because it was sort of like a stairwell that you came up. There are 2 floors of rooms here. And there are 8 rooms on each floor, 4 on each side.
In order to help him find him quicker, is there a way, like any type of check that we can do to try and figure out whether any of the rooms are actually empty? As in, like, can we try to focus on sounds in the area, see whether they're like rooms that actually have people in them and others that don't?
You can just roll perception checks unless you can think of anything specific to do.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, sort of put ears against the doors and try and figure out which ones have people in them, possibly sleeping.
Okay.
12.
Baylor, can I get one from you as well then? Damn, y'all are really rolling like shit tonight.
Wait, is there like a fancier looking door than the rest, or are they all pretty much the same?
They all look really bog standard. Well, on this floor at least. You actually haven't been to the second floor yet, but
He did say up in the fancy floor, or in the fancy rooms upstairs, right? So we probably want to go to the
Yeah,
second
let's
floor.
check upstairs to see if that's like fancier. It could be like top floors, like the good rooms.
Yeah, and then it's a new floor, so it's new perception checks, right?
okay, well, let's do the perception checks of these floors first. Of the 8 rooms, 3 of them have people in it. One of them has 2 people. Baylor, you swiftly stop listening once you realize what's happening in that room. The other you can hear some very, very loud snoring from. The other you can hear some sort of like light sort of like grunts and like the moving of heavy objects.
Check
That
that
sounds
one.
like that sounds like an interesting one to check out. As we're going past the upstairs anyway.
If I go check that one out now, I can't do perception or at least decent perception checks upstairs.
I've got 2
Okay,
others that
let's
can do
go
it in your
up.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look for the keyhole, can we make out anything?
No, it's sort of like silhouettes and shapes. It's like very, very hard to make out 'cause it's such a small space.
Is there a crack under the door where a spider could fit through?
There is not. This inn is well enough made that the doors actually fit the door frames.
Well, if it's a spider, you can just go through the keyhole, can't you?
That'd have to be a very little spider, but yeah, I could.
You giving it a try then?
So do we want to check this room then?
I think we want to check this because this sounds pretty sus.
Alright. I will wild shape into a little spider.
Okay. Stealth check, please.
All of us are just Baylor.
Just Baylor. You creep through.
Do I add my dex to that?
You would, yes.
13.
13! Damn, Spider's got a lot of decks.
Plus 2 dex. Plus 4 stealth.
Oh, they've got stealth stats as well, goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay. Creeping through. You see a pretty simple room before you. Kitted out with a bed, a chest of drawers, more or less everything you could expect from an inn room where someone's only expected to stay 1 or 2 nights. But you see in there a man with his top off, who is regularly picking up and putting down a chair that's got a large, heavy knapsack on it,
They're just a man working out.
with some very, very makeshift equipment.
Not a like Jancy working for, I guess.
No, humanoid.
Push it to the limit.
So I will come out the room through the keyhole.
I'll put my hand out to carry him upstairs.
I'll climb into your hand.
Okay. Heading up to the second floor, you see another more or less cut and paste corridor of the same doors.
Can we perceive?
4 on each side. Go ahead and roll perception checks again,
Is
please.
this the top floor?
Please.
This is the top floor.
Come on.
I
Top
can,
rows.
I can do a perception check as a spider.
Oh, 22, both of us.
I'll leave it at that. I do it for him to check.
Look at us showing up when it matters, I guess. Haha.
Across this floor, there are 2 people in rooms. One, you just hear some very light breathing. The other, you hear some light breathing again, but you also hear the familiar sound of pen on paper. Or quill on paper, sorry.
Okay. We know he can write.
It's more than Dov.
I would say let's check the other room first.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of the way.
Put the little spider next to the lock.
So this is in the first
Okay.
one.
The not writing one.
Creeping into this room. Roll stealth check again.
Lots.
Lots indeed.
25.
Creeping into this room, you see, again, bog standard room, bed, chest of drawers. You see a different, but another knapsack leaning on one of the walls of the room. And then you see someone tucked in a bed, sleeping, with some dark green glossy skin.
Is he bald?
He is.
Does he have a faulty eye?
His eyes are closed. He's sleeping.
Fair.
Is he an
But is it-
Nazi?
As far as you can tell, yeah, that's an Earth Genasi. Only they have skin that looks so stone-like.
Dark green skin.
What else do I see in the room?
Really not much else. Clothes have been tossed at the side of the bed. There's a knapsack. There's a couple of small, like, little pouches resting on the bedside cabinet. That's it.
This might be it.
Alright, I'll crawl back out the room.
No,
We should
before you do that,
Check on the other.
so do we want to check on the door, or do we want to go straight in here?
Let's just
I
check the other to
reckon-
be sure.
Yeah, what if there is two Urgenassis?
Yeah.
Dax will definitely do that to us.
Okay, we'll
Mhm.
check the other. Are you able to tell if it's locked as you head through the keyhole?
Yeah, can I?
I'm wondering if the door's locked or not.
Or is there a deadbolt on the other side before I crawl through the keyhole?
Yeah, there is a deadbolt on the other side.
Okay, so we'll check out the other room, and then if that isn't worth checking, then you'll go back in, go back to normal form and let us in.
Okay.
Creeping through the other keyhole, you see, again, the standard room layout once more. But instead, at the small table in the corner of the room, you see a youngish Firbolg, writing by candlelight.
What's on the paper?
Yeah, can I crawl along the roof and or the ceiling to see what he's writing?
You crawl onto the roof, and even from the roof, it's very, very difficult to make out. Roll a perception check. Thin writing on a piece of paper, you're far
Come
away.
on, a 22.
I can't roll a 22. I can roll a 6.
You can't make
I don't
it
have
out.
anything to add. If I just take a general sort of feeling of this Firbolg, does he look like he's dodgy or does he look like he's decent?
Roll insight.
Insight is int, right?
Wisdom.
Is it
Wisdom.
wisdom? Oh, thank God.
Wait, is it wisdom?
You look at this Firbolg. Youthful in appearance. You're able to get a good vibe off him. He's writing and writing and writing. You watch it as he writes in like short bursts, and then his head sort of like tilts up and like looks out of the window, like thinks to the side, and then you can almost see him visibly get a thought and then immediately start to scribble down once again. Doesn't seem malicious in nature.
Author. Get out, Baylor.
Does it look like he's got lots of papers that he's writing? Or is it just a page?
There is a whole stack of papers next to the one that he's written, and there's a couple more under the one that he's writing on, which are probably blank.
Is it a famous guy?
I'll make my way back out through the keyhole.
Making me wait.
So before we head into his room, we probably want to wake him up and try and get some information out of him, I'm guessing. But we need to make sure he's quiet.
Of who?
The guy we're looking for.
Oh,
And we probably want to find out information about him, but we want to make sure he doesn't make any noise.
How far away from us in feet would you say Cedric and he are?
It's a high ceiling in the bar. It says like 40 feet down, and probably more as he's like not going to be over where you are as well.
Would a spell that has 120 feet range reach them?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're outside this man's door, concluding on what may be best course of
No.
action for you. And it is at this point that we will bring tonight's session to a close.
Oh.
God, you suck.
My thought is, plan-wise, we can basically intimidate him to stay quiet and just have you do the interrogation.
We have a bunch of ways to keep him quiet, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Zini with Hold Person. I have a few spells that might damage him while keeping him quiet.
I have Charm Person prepared.
Yeah, that too.
Charm Person's a bit difficult when it's a hostile environment, and especially with multiple people as well, because they're friendly towards you, but then they're like still hostile to everyone else. One of the downsides of the spell.
Would
We
that
can
work?
also suggest stuff.
Out of interest, if Baylor uses it on someone, and I transform to look like Baylor, will it work on me as well?
No, because you're not the
No.
source of the spell.
Okay.
Tony, what do you have prepared, spells-wise?
Do you want me
I
to
don't
check?
see.
If there's any chance you have
What do you
boss
want me to
fighting
check in
prepared.
particular?
What you have prepared currently?
It's a lot. I have Hold Person. I heard you say that.
Do you have Zone of Truth?
It's a second level spell, that one.
No.
Okay.
Do you have fast friends?
I can't hear you shift.
Do you have fast friends?